Hi, McKenna. Not that I own you.
There we go. So, welcome back. Apologies for people, players, viewers, everything. With the delay to the second episode because I had birthday meal, didn't I, last week? But we got it again tonight. And I know we'll sort out at the end because it's going to be a little fucky for pretty much the entirety of February from what I've remembered. So, yeah. Well, it's pretty much through the middle of it, but yeah, we'll figure it out. Thank you for the lemons, Midnight. Hello, everybody. So, reminding people what happened in the first episode. You guys, through various different channels and circumstances and in little groups of your own, started meeting with each other. It started with a tale of fates and a reading of cards done by... fuck, what's his name? I don't want your name! I forgot. Shit. Notes.
Yeah, his name was Dax.
Dax, thank you. I will remember. I will remember soon. And Vlad was having a reading, and soon followed by Barnet. Let's look then. As the three of you yeah?
Adam's not here.
Oh. Well, shit.
Oh.
I thought he was.
He's only here.
The show will go on. Because can someone please hail him for the love of God?
Somebody doesn't have their buddy. The buddy system's failed.
But the three of you began talking through skepticism, intrigue, and the hiring of each other through coin? Apparently. Wade, yourself, and Josiah were talking amongst each other at the bar as well when you were joined by an interesting and probably severely out of place, based on your guys' opinions, young woman by the name of Kayla, who had apparently recently gotten here and was meant to be meeting somebody that wasn't here. And based on description, blonde, about yay high, and red dress, I believe the description that was given. Neither of you had recognised, and you at one point went to the dock to speak with the harbour masters. Maybe they got on another ship, got off a ship, like to try and gauge, you know, where this person had gone. Also in the mix to this, Navarra, you'd also stepped into the tavern and taken a seat and just keep to yourself, having a listen around to some of the interesting fellows.
You've mixed the two of us up, but sure.
Hmm?
Navarra was the one looking, and Kayla was the one that was sat on the side.
Ah, you're right. My bad. You knew I... Why didn't you say sooner, Michael?
Because I only just looked back up from remembering why Adam's not here.
God fucking damn it. Guys, you meant to steer me on the right fucking track, not let me astray. But either way...
I never agreed to that.
I see how this would be. But during this time, and as you were getting to meet some of the new and interesting people, including a circus that had recently been left stranded here through means of the Baroness, one of the pirate crews that roam around here, you guys were all attacked by a sinkhole that had appeared in the tavern, pouring out with these sickly, pale-looking dwarves that attacked a number of you and tried to take some of you and failed to a degree. You did slay a couple of them, although a couple of you had some very close calls at the same time as well. You fought them back. A few people did unfortunately die, but luckily not too many because you caught them quickly. Those that were outside searching for McKenna, which obviously at the time I don't believe Rose shared the name. You all rush back. Yeah, no, I thought that was right. You all rush back. Found upon this scene, and there was a panic as well, as it seemed another sinkhole had opened in the large circus tent, and one of the performers come rushing out, desperate to look for people to help, maybe form a militia, and found upon you guys, and you all had this minor piece of heroism instilled in you all, and a desire to try and hopefully track down where the dwarfs had taken, because they'd not gone back in the tunnel system. They'd actually fled on foot. And with some skilled tracking, you all headed southwest. After a little point, the tracks got harder and harder to track as it turned to more and more stone, eventually landing on a stony plateau where the footprints had gone entirely, and with the help of some smell detection through a familiar and pressing forward more, you eventually stepped upon some cracked land and fell into a dark cavern below, which is exactly where we're going to stop you off as you all unceremoniously landed, some of you taking some very minor damage, I believe. And you all, as you were getting yourselves together, heard the faint, muffled noises of someone that's probably trying to speak but can't, for whatever reason. And that is coming from, as you're looking at this map, to the right-hand side, by the way, just as you guys are wondering. And we'll drop you guys straight in. How does everyone want to do as you gather yourselves up and get to your feet?
Immediate perception.
Go for
And
it.
I light a
I was
lantern.
about to say that in perception.
You certainly, if you have a lantern, you certainly may light it, and for those that wish to perceive, you certainly may perceive. Just a quick question: what are you perceiving for?
Initially enemies.
Okay.
I'm assuming it was a trap and that we're surrounded.
Okay. In the darkness, you don't see or hear any immediate enemies. You don't hear, like, the footfalls of anyone charging you down. You don't hear any sounds of war about to erupt, which is good. The only thing you can hear, like I said, is the muffled, like, someone trying to shout, but, like, their mouth's covered. Vlad, same answer. None
I
of you...
advise we don't go to that sound because we just don't know where it is until we've collected ourselves.
You can sneak around that corner, gesturing that way.
I look at myself and I look outside. No, I don't think I can sneak in this heavy armor.
Okay. I go and sneak.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's a good
already.
idea.
Already sneaking.
Okay.
Oh,
Stealth checks for
Somebody
those
needs
that
to
are
do it.
moving. Although, I'll be
funny.
honest, just as a point out, if you're planning to stealth after the noise you've all just made, interesting point out, just to carry on.
Yes, just crashes. Now everyone be quiet.
But they don't know that we're not. But they don't know that we've moved from the point of origin of the sound.
Okay.
I've also lit a torch. Can anyone see that aura? Or is it just me?
Just you.
No. Give me a sec. I think I can set it where everyone can see.
Probably. We've also probably got like a good portion of light coming from the whole.
Oh.
There you go. So the inner circle is bright, the outer is dim.
Yep.
So we've got some decent light at the moment between the two of those. Yeah.
okay.
But the two of you move around very quietly and deftly. Seemingly, as far as you can tell, unnoticed. Again, nothing's jumping out at you. Nothing's trying to attack you. That's great. Wade, make a perception check. And just as a question, do you have dark vision?
No.
Okay, cool. Because obviously, although that aura reaches the other side of the stone is obviously blocking.
Blocking. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I do not have dark vision.
The noise is getting louder, which is apparent, but you don't see anything. It is pitch black, and it's worse because of not having the ability to see in the dark at all. Having such bright light right behind you, it's kind of like, that sharp contrast where it's making the dark darker and the light
It's
lighter.
blinded me.
Yeah. Whereas if you were in complete darkness, you'd probably acclimatize a tiny bit.
Mhm.
Naya, as she comes around the corner, she's not really stealthing, will raise her arm and you can see these 4 kind of lanterns made of glowing lights just start to dance in front of you, and they can spread out like 100 feet to illuminate the space.
Okay. So obviously, similar story with Josiah. So light is immediately, and this large cavern. You can see these 3 large stone pillars that are obviously in the center. They reach right the way to the ceiling, and you notice you essentially fell in the small shallow shale part of the ceiling.
With the dancing lights, they are 4 and they can spread out 120 feet. So I'm going to have
Yeah.
them wrap here and start spacing out to illuminate the space.
Okay.
Essentially.
And as you do that, obviously, Wade being at the front, you will see this first. It's not hard to spot. You will see the forms of 3 humans, or at least human-looking, I will say, currently all prone and tied, and they are moving for the most part. So none of them, like, there's not corpses. Or maybe they're undead, you don't know. But you can see the 3 bodies. 2 larger, and then 1, like, smaller in stature. You notice one of them's wearing, or 2 of them are wearing vibrant reds, and one of them is wearing a very similar outfit to the barkeep that you saw earlier.
Oh, yeah. Move over and start cutting free.
Okay.
I'll sort of cover Wade.
Okay.
I'll assist in cutting them free if he's doing watch. I'll
Yeah. And as you guys get closer, the obvious thing is it's 1 female, 2 males. Again, Ash, would you like to, for the benefit of the party, describe who you is, as in your visuals?
Yeah, okay.
As just for the sake of gravity, you get untied first for convenience.
Yeah, McKenna stands up. She's a little on the short side relative to some of the, like, absurdly tall party members that are definitely gigantic. I know at least some of you maxed out your height sliders. You will not convince me otherwise. But yeah, fairly lithe. Like, she's got some very, very, very lean muscle to her. Like, she's definitely not putting on, like, gains effectively, but she's got a little bit of muscle to her. She stands up, she dusts herself off a bit. She's dressed a little bit more modern relative to some of the very traditional garb of the party, just from a more, city, less town sort of region.
Yeah. But
Up on some of the more recent, trends, fashions.
Yeah. And Wade, Josiah, obviously not perfect description, but this does vaguely match the description of the person Naivara was looking for. And obviously, there's no difficulty in untying people. Like, it's not on like heavy. It's just you crack on. You untie the barkeep, you untie, or at least the person you think the barkeep is, and you untie the other person, and they both start expressing gratitude towards you. Joel?
Oh, see? I told you rescue wouldn't be far behind.
Okay, here we go.
So, the barkeep kind of just gets untied and gives a look like, thank you. What the fuck happened there? And as you hear the other lad shout up, like, who, compared to the barkeep, who's much more of a statuesque built, this guy's a bit more on the rotund side, but he's still well built and he's got a good stature to him. Wearing, do you want to just quickly describe your visuals?
Oh, my goodness, yes. I'm going to go with the Fat Controller in full Pride outfit. Sort of top hat, waistcoat, the works, but all in crimson, gold, and purple. Cane topped with a very attractive, possibly very cheaply made orb, sat at the very, very top. For the glamour of the thing. Tiny little pencil mustache, little bit of a goatee. I'm actually like enacting the mustache, like you guys can see me on camera.
Perfect.
Someone's a little involved in their RP. Well done.
And might I point out, if someone were to look like a ringmaster of a circus that you were maybe sent out to find.
Oh, no one could look more ringmasterly.
And considering they're wearing the same colours too, as the other troop members that you've seen.
I know you said rescue would come, but you also said there would be good booze back here, and this did not seem like a fun booze adventure.
You are quite correct, and I apologize for the deception. Kidnapping is not something I'm accustomed to. On the subject, and I look to the rest of the party, our rescuers. Have you seen any shriveled-looking dwarven fellows? Because I fear we may need to leave hastily.
We've encountered some of them, yes. We were attacked in town.
Yeah. In fact, you because obviously your last encounter with them was being taken from your circus tent when you were dumped here, and obviously they dropped you off here for whatever purpose you have no fucking idea, and thank God you don't need to find out.
Currently, we might still be in severe trouble. We most certainly ought to leave.
Yes. Well, out the way we came in, and does anyone have a rope?
We need a way to get up there. How did you get here? Do you remember anything of the tunnels that brought you here?
Unwillingly.
Just as a quick thing, Michael. They were taken surface side, remember, because that's how you track them.
Not the innkeep, because the innkeep was
No.
through the tunnel.
The innkeep was taken through the tunnels. You're absolutely right. I thought you were talking to Joel's character. Sorry, my bad. The innkeep will go. They lead through, and he gestures like to the other side of the cave, somewhere through there. I think. I couldn't see much of anything. They was in there for a while. Luckily, they didn't hurt us. Is everyone okay back at the village town?
I'm afraid your kitchen staff was badly injured.
Right. I'll see to him when we get back. Ugh. And he kind of rubs his wrist and shakes them off. Go on, carry on.
And of my circus folk, any injuries? Please don't tell me I've lost any of my stars.
As far as I recall, there weren't any injuries.
Well, that last sentence here, didn't she? I didn't see anyone injured.
No.
Nope. Came running, asking for help, sent us lots. Seemed perfectly fine.
Well, that's all very well and good then. Are we doing introductions down here in the rather dismal environment, or?
Yeah. Could I have your name, please?
At this point, I will straighten myself up, dust myself down. Baron Kennedy Al Fortescue, for legal reasons. Baron is part of the nom de plume and not a claim to lordship.
Oh, that sounded much better than I ever thought it would.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
You want to give him that, Mr. Not Lordship, in writing?
Yeah, that's of interest.
Be sure to sign a poster for you, perhaps, once you've returned me to my circus.
No, I meant actually in chat.
Oh, my goodness.
We're really breaking the fourth wall here, guys.
Allow me to copy-paste the whole damn thing. Do you want it in Discord or R20?
20, please.
As much as I appreciate all this, can we keep moving before we get swamped?
Probably do that.
Introductions can wait till when we make the service.
Let's keep moving.
But, unfortunately, time was not of the essence, and the noise you have all created, and obviously yes?
No, sorry, I'm just airing to myself.
Alright.
Okay, Liam. Okay,
Liam noises.
Yeah, Liam noises. Cool. Unfortunately... What, Liam?
I'm talking to myself, sorry.
Shut the fuck up! Don't interrupt me when I'm interrupting you! But time is not of your essences, and unfortunately, you do hear the sounds of footfall coming from, assuming you are all at least vaguely where you are on the map, from behind Navarra.
Yeah, I think Navarra kind of hung back a little bit, and as soon as she hears them, she will look towards the rest of the party and just be like, I think we have company. Hello, McKenna. There you are.
Hey, yeah.
We will.
Behind me.
Yes. And then can I turn to face the oncomers and back away a little bit?
You certainly may. I will give you all but a moment to maneuver and prepare yourselves. Obviously, Joel, I am aware, dude, you don't have a token at the moment. Just
Not at the moment.
so-
And I've still got to remind myself how to actually use Roll20.
it's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it all out. Like,
We'll work it out.
yeah. Like that's the
We'll fix it in post.
yeah, definitely. Like all this stuff. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Do you have a character?
Society, the front line looks a bit like, why is everyone back there?
Right. You
Going
have
forwards or not?
right. You have a character sheet assigned to you, Joel, on Roll20.
Yep.
You just need to stick a token in it. Obviously, an image of some sort that's anything remotely close. So this guy's name's Barnet. Barnet. Yeah. Pretty much.
Seeing that, kind of noticing that we haven't got a member with us, I will have assisted in dragging the unconscious Dax round the corner.
Yes. Give me a sec. I'll just quickly drag him.
It's fine.
He's just
Whip.
there, unconscious on the floor.
Well, just leave him there. He knocked his head on the fall. It's okay. It's fine. We're good. On that note, I'm gonna call for an initiative.
The pirate and the wizard are the front line.
I've said that several times now, and no one seems to be like.
I wasn't sure how much room we had to move because it was literally we were untied, we started talking, and then footfalls.
I will.
So
I
it
didn't
depends
wanna
on
just,
position.
like,
yeah.
I will allow within reason, like a full turn's worth of movement. Obviously, don't run to the other side of the cave, but you know what I mean.
I figured I just didn't want to.
Yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine. As long as it's not blatantly taking the piss, I don't mind.
Where do we hear noise coming from?
The left-hand side of the cave. dude.
Over here, okay.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna. Wee.
No, bugger.
You're okay?
Let's click
Yeah, no,
on
I
top.
had it. I had me thing corrected, and then I went to point out. I went to point out where the thing came from, and I unselected my token.
Buddy.
Rolling initiative.
Yes, we indeed are.
I didn't realise.
I mean, you're more than welcome to not participate. I will more than happily allow that if you do not wish.
You didn't say.
He did.
I did.
I'm going to apologise.
She's
yeah,
off her
that's
tits.
about right.
Yeah, you're off your tits. It's okay.
I'm not taking any pain medication. I'm cool.
Okay. She's in chronic pain. It's okay.
Open a bit of Oxycontin can't solve.
Yeah. Little bit of the bubbly.
Oh dear.
A sec while I just recover whatever the fuck I just.
I do believe I've sorted out a token for myself.
Beautiful. So if you click and drag yourself from your the file on the right and put it on the map, you should spring to life.
Let's find out.
Fuck yeah. Hey!
Hey!
Clearly, it must just be a token effort.
Oh, and ruined it for everyone.
Fuck you, hell, Michael, buddy, no.
Oh no! The second you said you'd found yourself a token, I got that one in the chamber. I was like,
And now it should just be a case of if you left click your token, so it's got the little things to.
Yeah.
And then go into your character sheet and just click the initiative button. It should put you on the turn order, and then obviously you can change the number to whatever you actually roll. Or if you want to actually try and use Roll20, you're more than welcome to as well.
I do not appear to have an initiative roll. So I'm just going to roll the dice, and I'll let you know what I add.
No, Shark, dude. I've got everything planned out for this session. Hopefully, assuming
Super
things
planned out.
don't go
That's 9 total for Joel.
right. I mean, it could be worse. And then it should just be a case of you can just edit the number on the turn order.
I'm like so far up if I'm 7. Oh no.
when he's on there.
Yeah.
Is that what the dwarves actually rolled?
No, I haven't rolled yet.
Okay.
No, I haven't rolled yet. Like, no, if I rolled a 0, that would be mightily impressive.
Hilarious.
If I get a 0, they just don't get a turn, right?
Wait, where the fuck's your character
You
sheet?
have to right-click, add turn.
Right click. Ah, got it. And then obviously we just superimpose that 9 in post. And then we're going to roll for these bad boys. Fuck.
The magic of editing.
So you know how you was like, did they actually roll a 0? Nope, they actually rolled a 1.
No, it's very slightly better.
It's marginally better, but not by much.
Well, yeah, it's better than how the possible dwarves were doing last time, given the fact that they got, I believe, 3 nat 20s.
Wait, why is Dax on the initiative? What? Wait, why is everyone here twice?
We clear
Can't
it.
say that.
You didn't clear it, Danny.
Motherfuck. Okay, it's okay. Dax gone. You be gone, thought. You be gone, thought.
Ubisoft?
I'm fixing it.
You should have an 18, a 17, a 9, a 6.
I mean, you're all going before the dwarves. Let's be clear. So, the top of the turn order. You don't see anything just yet, but you have a good, strong sense that they're coming from this direction. Wade.
It's not some part of the reflective light that's already seen.
What is it you are doing?
I will hold a shot then until something comes into view.
Can I, like, throw the torch on the ground so it still burns and equip my shield?
Easy enough to do. Obviously, yeah, just, yeah, that's fine. So I'll just make a little squiggle that it's there.
Yeah.
Oh, well, without. That's my turn.
So, as you hold your action, Jose, you start off by dropping torch, equipping the shield. What are you doing?
Hold an action to stab if something comes into range.
Beautiful. I'd imagine that's what people are doing. I'm just giving you the option just in case. Barnet.
Okay. Do I rage now or not? Or hold my rage? I'm just gonna hold my attack ready. Gonna basically not raging.
Okay. Naivara.
I'm going to, as a bonus action, move the lanterns up so that they're going to move forward 60 feet up here to try and illuminate where we can hear them coming from.
Okay, and as you do that, actually no, not with how the stonework is. Okay, yeah, you do that and it does illuminate much further down. You still don't see anything yet because of rock angles and stuff, but that's fine.
That's totally fine. I am going to whoop a little bit back though, and I am going to hold a chill touch for if I spot one of them moving towards us and it looks aggressive.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Baron Kennedy Al Fortescue, for legal reasons, Baron is not part of the non-deplume and not claimed to lordship. It is your turn.
Mage armor.
Cool. Fuck yeah.
Super, duper glamorous and shiny. Like you've never seen a mage armor quite so flamboyant. But that's going to be me. Also cowering.
Yeah, you can do an action to cower.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
It has to be a bonus action to cower because I'm using my action to use mage armor.
Okay, I will allow it, but that means you can't do fetal position cowering. You can only do like half bent over cowering. Is that okay?
No, you fold my move action into it and properly like hunch up.
You might be cowering, you might be taking the dog.
Okay, if you use half your movement to go prone, I will allow you to then go into fetal position cower.
I can't afford to go prone. I need to stay mobile so that I can run
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll just hover behind somebody and look nervous then.
Okay.
Hover behind this one. Down here. Hover behind him.
The one that's not here.
And done.
Hide behind the unconscious person.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
I'll prop you up and like try and use you as a
shield.
Mortal shield.
Use the unconscious bard as a shield. Yeah. You might want to move things around a bit because I think I was supposed to be next.
But I I think I might have deleted the wrong ones in a couple places, but because you're all going before the doors, I thought it should be okay.
Yeah, you just need to return the order. Because it goes
Ascending,
17.
descending. Well,
Yeah.
jazz.
Well, yeah. Oh,
don't
wait.
see a couple people on it. Yeah.
I see everybody because you're next, according to
'Cause
me.
You kept people from the other map.
Oh, for fuck's
'Cause you're
sake!
DM, you see everything.
God fucking damn it! Okay, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fucking clear it. I'm gonna fucking clear it. We're gonna do it again. I'm gonna add our dear boy here.
Oh, yeah, because.
We can
Yeah.
just all edit our own, can't we?
Yes,
Like
yes,
that.
Are we going to roll again then, I take it?
But just put your old numbers in, because obviously, for some reason, you guys couldn't see.
Can I keep my new one? It's a lot better.
No, you can't.
You
Good
can keep
try.
it, but you get to miss this turn.
Watch
You've
out.
already been.
Just tell me when you guys are done. Joel, I've already done yours, bud.
Well, let me
Don't seem
change
to be
it.
able to- yeah.
You change it in Roll20, just click on the number and then type
Fine.
in the
In the turn order.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm trying that, but it's not
I
letting
think,
me.
I think it keeps stopping you if other
Okay.
people are adding. Try now.
Matt, what number are you supposed to? Oh, yeah, you go.
I don't yet.
Cool.
Yeah, it was just because other people were adding in and it was bumping it.
We were fighting for.
Well, okay,
attention.
based on that, then, Kayla gets to go next. Obviously, Barnett's already gone. No, Vara's already gone. Yeah, first turn's a little skew. It's fine. We got this. It's sometimes variety is in the spice of scuff. Kind of, as you will.
Uh-huh. Yes. So holding a mind sliver for a creature that comes in, well, one of these dwarf creatures that comes into range.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely fine. And McKenna, you can now go because Rabbit is already Barnet. Fuck! Is already gone.
He actually even put that barn.
I know. It's probably because it's there that it's worse.
Okay.
I just realised as well I'm not wearing the unicorn horn. Give me a sec. Carry on.
Wow, disappointed.
There you go.
All right. With my object interaction, I unsheath my left fist. With my action, I unsheath my right fist.
Okay.
And I just kind of join the line to prevent us from getting like boxed in or flanked.
Defensive line, perfect. Nivara's already gone. Lad?
Danny, you've deleted the dwarves.
Yeah, I'm on it. I've already seen it. I've already seen it.
I'm catching my hands. I'm going to pick up the torch that was thrown to the ground, and I am going to get my made hands there to drop and basically just put it on the wall. So the torch is elevated. So people get a little bit more line of sight of what's happening.
Absolutely
okay?
fine. Absolutely fine.
Watch it onto,
Yeah, so you,
we're up here.
yeah, you just kind of yeet the torch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So similar to the dancing lights that have been done as well. The torch gets the yeeters.
Up there.
As that's okay. The drawing is staying there. I'm not moving it. Fuck it. We know that part of the place is lit. Is that you done though?
Yes, please.
Okay. And as it is now the dwarven turn, you hear the footfalls of multiple people coming into view. As now with the place being lit up a bit better, you can see 5, so they've already used some of their movement. This is them dashing, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Wade, you will get a chance to have a shot at that guy.
Where's Shooty?
Oh, that hits. That hits. That hits. So Jesus, this one dwarf is getting it. Unfortunately, the chill touch does miss. And as for the intelligence, 7. Ah, mighty. The dwarven mind is a fortress. Holy shit! Every time you go to type, the block of so and so is typing. It's unreal. Damn. So, if you would like to go ahead and roll damage, because on low his mind is a fortress, your magic is just that strong. You overpower the mighty 7.
Yes, the 1 point of psychic damage.
Oh yeah, it's already there. Sorry.
I just make the arrow that thuds into him hurt just a little bit more.
Oh yeah, just as the bolt like kind of just staunts him, you do like you just watch it's just like his head kind of twists a little bit and moves as he's clearly in some pain. Probably more from the bolt, but some pain. Some.
I gave him essentially brain freeze for half a second.
Yes. Wade, you now see the 3 targets coming into view. What do you do?
Lovely. I'm going to shoot the same one again.
Green?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Can I get an attack roll though, dude? Oh!
Yeah, you can.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. That is a lot. He's pretty fucked up, actually. I'm not gonna... Yeah. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Holy shit. Okay. Is that it? Please tell me that's it.
Yeah, I can't shoot twice yet.
Oh. Josiah, how do you wish to kill Steelers?
He's going to just hold the line because everyone nearly ditched him like 30 seconds ago, so he's just holding action to a stab.
Okay.
And stab hard.
You hear the noises, Baron, and you hear some shots being sent, and you can see obviously them fighting something. You would assume dwarven figures, but you don't know because you can't see. What are you doing?
I think I'm going to allow curiosity to overtake me. I would like to reposition myself around about sort of here-ish.
That's great.
That's absolutely fine. You may
Get myself into a corner.
Although it's not
to see my protectors in action.
Yeah, because although it's not a full square, it is more than enough for you to squeeze into. That's fine. And yeah, and as you kind of turn the corner, you see the small battalion of 3 dwarves coming. One that is looking a little hobbled and staggered, and you can see a large bolt sticking out of his torso.
I am going to... Have I seen these things move around without light before now?
When they broke through into the circus tent, obviously it was fairly well lit, and it was clear that they had very gamer motifs. They didn't like the light. It was something that they were clearly wincing and a little perturbed by it and tried their best to avoid it where they could.
In that case, can I hold prestidigitation to make some nice shiny fireworks? Just a quick flash. If they get close.
Yeah, so, like, if they make an attack, say, you flash it and it gives them a bit of a dazzle.
Exactly that, yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, that's more than possible, obviously to held action. But yeah. So it'll be a case of, if you tell me when you want to trigger it.
Yeah, if I scooch myself here, range is 10 foot, so just behind the front line, as soon as something gets up into melee range, I want to make it hard for them.
Yeah, because obviously all the lights at the minute are where they currently are, and they'll have their backs to the light coming towards the party, so it's a nice little way to distract more than possible.
Ostentatious Fat Controller is about to flash some dwarves and make it hard.
There's a lot of things you can take away from this, and uncertainly, that is one of them.
I'm certainly taking away the phrase ostentatious Fat Controller.
It's all yours, dude.
It's how you described it, and it's stuck in my brain.
Precedent, and I am A-okay with it, yeah.
Kayla.
I will see that the dwarves are coming through, and seeing that first one is having some difficulties, we'll attempt to continue to cause him some headaches, and we'll send another Mind Sliver at him.
You certainly may. And he fails.
That mighty intellect fortress of the dwarves.
The fortress, its walls are mighty. The heart is pure, but sometimes the body does not will to go on.
Well, in this case, I just have the key.
Okay, fucker. Shut up. As this one dwarf just kind of, as he like holds the bolt as he's running forward, and like that small stumble, and he's like taking the cobbled steps. You just kind of send this wave towards him and just try and encroach on his mind and burrow something in. And as you do, you kind of just watch the eyes roll back, and he just falls forward onto the arrow, and the arrow just disappears. Like, you know, the Joker with the pencil trick.
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of do that, and then you just see the tip of the bolt just sticking at the back.
I'm almost proud for a moment. It's like, haha, yes, we'll have some information. Shit.
Maybe next
It's
time.
literally the thought that goes through the head.
Maybe next time. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Is that it? Do you want to move?
Yep.
Bonus action?
Yep.
Cool. Barnet. You're on the front
I'll let you
lines.
rage, please.
You certainly may rage.
Then I'm going to run and give him a bonk and the noggin.
Okay. Are
Where's
you...
my
like-
weapon?
Yeah, Josiah's like, I'm going to hold the front line. Front line fucks off.
Wherever I'm going today, it's not there. Like,
Sometimes things just happen, and when the herring gun decides to yeet itself into the front lines, okay.
Yeah.
But the question is, will you hit? The answer is yes.
Yep. 10 bludgeoning damage, please.
Damn, dude. Damn. And you hit, yeah, you're hitting the blank one.
Yep.
Nice, dude. Yeah, as you just kind of, you're in the middle of these front lines, and you see the dwarves coming, you see one of them fall, and you're like, we got this, we
I can
got
do
this.
this.
Yeah, and you just go, boom, 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 raise the quarterstaff, and just whack. And you just kind of just dig right into the top of the shoulder, like almost, your quarterstaff almost bends slightly like what a Singapore cane would do. As it kind of just clatters off the shoulder blade and the arm. Like, it proper stuns his arm for a moment. It kind of just locks up, and you do a lot of damage, dude. That's a lot.
Dwarves forgot that rabbits are also underground creatures too.
Yep.
Ah. But, do you have anything else?
That's me done.
Unfortunate. McKenna.
Someone make sure to keep our flank secure just in case they try and loop around. I'm gonna go help secure the front line wherever it's moved to now. And I'm gonna run up and I'm just gonna heavy slam this guy with one first punch.
You may certainly do so.
Should not be with advantage, I don't know. Oh, where did the button go? It's supposed to be on
Toggle, yeah.
new sheet, whatever. That's fine.
Either
Still
way.
25.
Still hits.
Yeah. That should be just the 6.
Yeah, because obviously that's crit damage.
Yeah, there it is, a Danish toggle.
Jesus, man. Like, I don't know
So
what.
6.
Where was all this first session? Because you guys got torn apart first session.
And then with
Shit
the
rolls
opening
and
made.
you kept getting crits, Danny. That was the problem.
And you got like 2.
Also, we're in
3.
2 parts. You had half the party and half the party.
Fair,
and
fair,
trying to
fair.
complete-
But, carry on.
With the heavy opening up his guard, I'm going for the light punch
Also hits.
for another 5.
Yep. He's
Um,
rocked and he's very, very hurt.
That's all I've got.
Okay. Ivara.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, Nivara basically moves her hands, and you can see the same floating timepiece in front of her that opens up, and a clock hand goes streaming towards the one that has been hit several times, and I'm going to try and finish it off with a chill touch. Hand
Okay.
of time knows no bounds. Come on. Oh,
Your Andy attack?
my! I told you I was Andy. Oh,
You certainly do hit.
4 points damage.
Oh, he's hanging on, bless him. Oh, he's hanging on by a thread as he's just staggered and stumbled, and he just cannot seem to find his footing. And you just send this wave of energy towards him.
And I am going to move one of my. I'm going to shuffle up as a bonus action my lights to try and illuminate So one will go down here as well to try and illuminate this space, just in case anything's coming, just like McKenna said.
Okay.
It's very clever. So yes, I will shuffle them along a little. They've just got to be within 20 feet of each other. I'll be fine.
Yes. And does that technically count? Like, is it as the bird flies? So will it count if it goes through the rock, or does it have to follow a feasible path?
No, so all it is it's what I'm doing is just like a conveyor belt. They can move
Right.
60 feet, and they.
No, I was just curious. Can't you measure that 20 foot through the rock, or does it have to go around the rock? That was all.
So there'll be one here. Wait a minute, that ping's not happening. Sorry. Do you want me to draw on the map? Or you can
It's fine.
continue on,
I was just asking the question, but you know where you got them. So Vlad,
Yeah.
you're next. You have your recently rescued companion directly behind you, who seems to be holding something ready, and in some form of helpful manner as he holds his hand and like with the cane held forward.
Yeah.
It was
So I'm
helpful.
gonna-
Now I'm looking uncertain.
Yeah.
And they're going to move to there to try and cover that flank.
Okay.
I'm going to then speak out my mind. You have transgressed me and my party. My silver lady's sacred flame will burn you.
My lady.
Milady.
Milady.
And that's not going to do very well.
I'm assuming I'm the wounded target.
Of course.
A 6.
Fails.
You have transgressed by walking into a place that you built that we broke into. Die.
Agree.
And again, this poor fucker just took haymaker after haymaker, and in some cases, quite literally haymakers. And will eventually stumble backwards as you just see this blast of yellow and white flame just rack up him and just seem to burn him, but it doesn't produce any heat. As he falls backwards and is, as far as you can tell, dead or unconscious.
Done.
Is the dwarven kin turn? As
Whole bunch of fireworks just whee around me.
yeah, you let them off anyway because you have to. Because why waste such a beautiful display? Yeah.
Premature release.
Look, it happens to the best of us. Sometimes, things happen. He's just excited. He's excited, okay? But given the fact that more of the cavern has been lit up, you do see more footfalls. Or at least Rarebit and... No. Barnet and McKenna do. As you do see more footfalls coming in and... Shut up.
I love how they're seeing a sound.
No, you see No, you see the footfall. Like, he can see them. They have eyes looking in that direction, Michael.
What footfalls of sound? What are they seeing?
I assumed it was like the movie thing where you see like the stomping of feet treading.
Well, yeah, you just see them come running fucking in. Like, what do you want from me, you fuckwits?
You say you see them come running in, not...
You see the football?
To be fair, Brennan Lee Mulligan is way worse for it. If you ever watch him DM, the amount of times he says, you see, she says, you see, he says, like, how can I see him? How can I see the words he's saying, Brennan?
Swear to God, you guys, I will turn this stream around. I will turn this fucking stream around.
All I'm saying, Dan, is it happens to the best of us.
Fuck you. Don't use my words against me.
I think.
Well, if he does turn it round, we've still got at least an hour left of the stream, so.
I think it was in the second session of the stream last time, or the second episode, where we had orchid juice. So it's tradition now.
It was episode 3, yeah, which was the first streamed episode, funny enough. But this first dwarf is gonna try and like shuffle between the rocks and obviously over his dead comrades, and he's going to scream some obscenities in Dwarvish that I believe only one person here, which is Kayla, can understand.
Yep.
As you'll basically hear "You'll pay for this, you fucking freaks!" As he will take the warhammer that he's got and he'll spin it to the spiked side, and he's just going to take a swing, and he's going for the shins. He's not even fucking about, like spikes to the shins.
Rude.
As a 23 to hit. Yeah, I think that's definitely going to hit, as you're unfortunately going to take 14 points of piercing damage.
Okay, I'm down.
Oh, wait. No.
That's the big version.
That's the big... No, sorry. 8 points, 8 points, 8 points, 8 points. No, he's right. I read the wrong one. Yeah, no, that's when he does his bigger mode.
I thought never mind. Carry on. Sorry.
No, what was that? Oh shit, you're right. Disadvantage. Thank you.
Right.
Yes.
Sorry.
Hang on. There you go. 23 or 23. I'll take a 23. I appreciate it, Rose. I did
I think
forget.
that's the second time you've done that with the disadvantage too.
Yeah, when I get
Where
called
it's just
out.
like, here's the same roll.
Yeah.
Oh, do you remember 2 natural 20s of last session? It was like, no, and he still rolled a natural 20. I was fuming.
And then obviously these guys are gonna continue dashing to hit. Just for the sake of, I'm just gonna move that guy off map. I'll move the unfortunates off map.
Into the
I thought we were gonna go like 300 here and just like pile up the bodies. Just get a wall here so they can only attack us from one side.
Yeah. Eventually.
Then provide the mortar.
Wade. As you see the rainbow dwarfs come in with all their myriad of colours above them, seemingly like they shouldn't be there, but they are.
Go, mighty dwarfs.
Also, ow, that really hurt.
I had a lot.
I will shoot blue.
Blue. Yeah, get revenge in, dude. That hits just solidly. And again, like, you guys ain't fucking about, man. You do solid damage. As you just shoot another bolt, and this time you kind of aim, you try to aim for the side that he's like the main swinging side of the war pick, the war hammer, sorry. They can have war picks, and you kind of get him like right in the meat of the bicep and the right hand side as he's just swinging, and you just hear that as that shock of pain and probably the pulsations that come with it after you shoot and it lands. Is that it?
Yeah, well done.
Okay. Josiah. You do obviously hear the footfall coming from the southern flank, and obviously you can see the other two about to be outnumbered, but technically on the upper portion.
So I can't see these 3 yet.
No, but you are more than able to hear them coming.
You could probably see some flashes of movement.
Yeah, you'll probably, if you pay close enough attention, you'll probably hear tiny tidbits, but nothing.
You're Daredevil, mate. You can picture the sound. Don't worry.
Did you say a daredevil?
You're
What?
Daredevil, the superhero.
Oh.
He's blind.
Oh, okay.
We didn't see that coming.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, he's going to go investigate, realise it's 3, and you'd be like, oh, shit. Oh, fine. There's more down here.
Okay.
And I'll stab.
Make a stab.
And I don't stab.
I make a stab.
Congratulations.
Right,
Stab yourself.
Right, hang on. Okay. As you kind of just run down and kind of you wasn't fully expecting to see 3, maybe 1, maybe 2 at a push, and you just kind of instinctively just thrust forward, and the dwarf is able to kind of like duck under it because you shoot above, and it knocks your hand to the side. Basically, would impose advantage on their attack, but because of the light, it's going to give the next attack a flat roll against you.
Right.
As you kind of stumble backwards and are a bit exposed. Metaphorically, not physically. Don't even try it, Liam. Is that it?
Yeah, I'm just going to say to the party, let's give Danny a bit of leeway. Otherwise, if we keep making jokes, we're going to run on to 12 and not actually get out the cavern.
Okay.
Let's get going.
It's okay.
I ran hit. I did everything right. I'm the low one.
The Baron. That he's technically not a Baron.
Legally not a Baron. Very, very quick question. I have as part of my ringmaster's kit, I've got a whip.
Yes.
Can I use the help action at reach for the sake of attacks? So if I stick myself behind the top of the map front line, can I help them with their attacks?
Yes, if you make an attack roll and hit.
I absolutely will do, because I put my whip in my attacks just in case.
Yeah, assuming you hit.
Which you don't.
I do not.
Okay.
Either way, I'm here.
I go. Oh.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Whose ass do you whip?
Oh no, it's gonna be even worse than that. Because he wasn't trying to attack with it, he was trying to do a help, like maybe like ensnare, trip somebody or something like that.
Yeah, be a distraction.
Barney, can you make a dexterity saving throw?
Oh no.
Then I forgot for Dex plus 2, okay.
I'm
Okay,
trying
so
to
we
help.
all look.
Fine,
Okay.
his danger sense will kick in, right?
He didn't.
Until next level.
He definitely didn't see it coming either.
No, that's next level.
Hold on, I did not get a 3. I got... The dice is flying on roll 20.
The dice is lying.
Hold on, I'm taking a picture of this just so you can see. The dice is lying.
Okay, just what is it?
It was 17. I think I put pieces next to a 3.
No, Liam, have you put the dice in the wrong way in the shell?
I need to double check that in a second now because it should have been a 17.
Right, we're gonna take it on good faith because that was too funny. But so it's a success. Essentially, you feel like the whip wrap around your ankles like AT-AT and like the speeders style, and you like it kind of like pulls your legs together, but with your strength and like the dexterity to move your feet out of the way, you manage to hold your ground firm and you don't fall prone.
Okay. I'm gonna quick check my dice now.
Okay, please do,
That's the first time
Kayla.
it did it.
We're sure, Liam, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, nat 1, the dice lied. Kayla.
Oh no,
Okay,
nat
my
20,
dice
the
now.
dice lied.
What are you doing?
Michael?
Me? Okie dokie.
Yes, I said you 3 times.
I will.
Ah, it's upside down.
Okay. I will. Kind of hearing the comment about. I kind of just. Why are you calling? Well, besides the fact of calling us freaks, you're the one who dragged us lot down here in the first place. What do you want?
Health.
I say all of this back in Dwarvish, by the way.
Okay, I was gonna. Yeah, cool.
And I will hold Mind Spike to hit. I'll hit this one.
Blank
So,
one, yeah.
The blank one thing. If it decides to continue, if they decide to continue attacks against the rest of us, I will hit that one.
Cool. Barnet, quickly releasing your foot from the whip, and obviously you making sure you don't fall arse over kettle. What are you doing?
Yeah. I'm gonna have a smack at the purple one, please.
Okay.
So. Okay, it's working now.
Okay, well, it worked into a miss.
Yeah.
Whoops.
So yeah, you
Ignore the
just kind. Yeah, I assume you're just trying to put everything in.
Yeah, I'm just filling in my sheet.
Yeah. So as you kind of just raise the quarterstaff up and just try and take a swing, it hits, but unfortunately these have seen like what you guys have done on their run in, and he kind of braced himself and kind of cushioned a lot of it into some of the metallic armor that they're wearing, and it does no effect.
And that's me done.
Unfortunate, but McKenna, do you want to have revenge against the blue fucker that stabbed you in the shin?
Yeah, kind of. I kind of want to be alive more than I want revenge, but
Fair enough.
seems like one and the same right here.
Yep, makes sense. Makes sense.
Let's All right, no, that hurt. She waves very, very like rough arcane magic into just coating her fist in lightning and slams it into the dwarf that hit her in the shins.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And she's gonna activate her chromatic infusion. And yeah, let me just skip these. That should not be the damage, that should be the attack roll. 13, sadly, is probably gonna miss though.
Just misses. Just. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, that's my turn. That's painful.
Do you not have... oh no, 'cause you do that to activate
Bonus.
the... Yeah, cool. Nivara? Obviously seeing the front line on the top, taking a bit of a hit, and attacks unfortunately missing and not doing as they wish. You hear the sounds of more coming from the other portion of the cavern. What are you doing?
Oh god. I'm going to step forward a little bit. Oh, not that way. The other way. Oh, no, I'm in the wall. Like here. And seeing McKenna taking some hits, Nivara is going to fire another cock hand at Blue. Trying
Okay,
to take him out.
go for it.
That'd be a natural 20.
Oh. Yeah, it fucking is. What are you gonna do about it, though? What damage is it?
13 points of necrotic damage.
Oh. Yeah, he's a little fucked up, I'm not gonna lie. As you kind of just like panic as seeing the person you came out to find is like being hit with a lot of force. You just kind of send out this cold energy towards, and it just envelops and just it's almost like the three of you up close see, you almost kind of just see the body tremor, and you just see the pale skin go paler for a moment, and then the color returns as Nivara closes the lid on the lock hand that she's got.
Mm-hmm. And then she will shout, "Focus fire, stop spreading. We're going to die." And then that's the end of her turn.
Lad, you're the one up now.
Rightio. So I've got 2 flanks. So here's a question: if I go to here,
Mm-hmm.
I can see them 3, correct?
Easily enough, yeah.
Could I also see these 3?
I would say blue, probably not, but the other 2, yes. If you
Okay,
backed
so
up
then
one, if you backed up one square to the right, maybe, but with some cover on the blue one.
So if I go to there, would I?
The blue one would have cover, half cover,
Okay.
but yes.
I'm going to cast Word of Radiance,
Okay.
and that is you utter divine word. The burning radiance up from you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within range must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage.
What's
Range
the
is 5
range?
feet.
Oh
Yeah.
shoot! Okay, I can't do that
Do you
one.
want to take it? Do you want to take it back real quick?
Yeah, I'll take it back. I'll just do.
This is why, kids. It's important to read your spells.
Yeah. I was looking at the damage and I didn't look at this range. Sorry.
Okay.
Just
Take
to have,
it from again.
you could have dropped it there and got all 3 of those in the top. Just as
Yeah,
a bit of
I'm trying to cover both flanks. A minute.
Is this on
I'll do the red one.
the
first
red
to try
one?
and help my mate here because he's just run off down there.
That is a fail, as similar energies just lick
Yeah.
up the front of the breastplate of the dwarf, and it just stumbles him, but he's getting ready to do an attack.
Yeah.
Does some damage, though. Not bad. Is that it?
Yeah, that's all I can do. Sorry.
The dwarves that you were shouting towards, Kayla, they don't respond to you, but they kind of like quite shocked. They mutter to themselves quietly, probably not enough that you can hear, but the other ones obviously would, but none of the 3 understand Dwarvish. They kind of like say a few quick words to themselves, and then the 3 of them will loudly shout in Dwarvish. Again, Kayla would understand. For the mother! And then they will just go to make an attack, so I will let Kayla do her attack of opportunity. Not held action first, sorry. And this was on blank, was it not?
Yep.
The Mind Fortress, man. She's a crumbling. For some reason, they didn't put locks on their doors. It's all coming in.
I have the key.
Yeah. We're going to start at the top, as Purple is going to... He's going to actually use the blunt side. He's going to make an attack against you, Rarebit. With a 14 to hit.
Oh, great, that misses entirely.
That's a miss, yep.
Blank is going to follow on suit, as you are quite an imposing figure in comparison.
Well, you continue until he hits out of this,
Oh wait, no, that would have been the
direction.
first. Actually, that would have been the first one. Sorry, because disadvantage from the light. So it's a double miss, and then the blank one is going to hit you with a 10.
That's a miss.
Great stuff. And then the other one. He's going to. The other one is going to move around in more of a flanking motion, and he's just going to step out to here, and he's going to make another attack at McKenna. Like, making that attack on your leg the first time, he's then going to basically try and pull you down. Like, he's going to work on the legs sort of thing. As 18?
Yeah, 18 hits.
Yeah. And you will indeed take 3 points of damage. Piercing again, because he's using the spike sword. That is unfortunate. As... Baron, as you kind of like you've rocked up to try and help with the whip and a couple of flails and things, and you just watch as this one dwarf just kind of barges like near you, and you think he's going to attack you, but he doesn't. He kind of side looks you and then just makes an attack at McKenna, and you just watch as he uses the spikes. He goes into the side of her knee and just kind of pulls her down, and she kind of just crumples into a small heap on the floor.
Panic, yep.
Constitution save?
Please, yes.
Unless it got it down to 0 exactly.
No.
Oh, is that a 0 exactly? But
Oh, if it was 0 exactly, then it doesn't matter. Don't need save. Because we count 0 exactly as stable down. The dwarf in red is going to make an attack flat against Josiah because he has advantage from the natural one and disadvantage from the light. With 12. Great.
No.
And he's going to shout directions in Dwarvish, and again, Kayla will hear this. Get that one! I got this fucker. And this guy's going to go 5, 10, 15, and then 20. You may, if you wish, take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, it might as well.
5, 10. And then that is...
That's a nope.
Yeah, and then he's going to dash. He's going to do 5, 10, 15. And they're going to surround Vlad here. As it seems they know their targets and they're going after very specific people for whatever reason. It's like that, like you noticed the dwarf looked at you clean, Nivara, and almost went to charge you and then kind of, no. And then kind of then turned and like they've surrounded Vladin. So the orange is going to make an attack at disadvantage with a 17 to hit. Vlad?
Just miss.
Miss and 18.
Nice. And then the green with
He just dashed.
with a oh, he did. Thank you. Yes, that is everybody done. Wait.
Just let you know, 14 missed.
Well, it would have been a 6 actually.
Yeah.
Wade.
Yeah, with a shout to Josen, whoever, however you pronounce it.
Josiah.
Boy, don't Josiah. Boy, don't run off on your own. And I'll shoot green.
That would have sounded so much more if it was just a little bit gruffer. Boy, don't run off on your own.
That hits. And green will take 7 points of damage again. Solid work. Is that it?
Done.
No movement, no nothing?
I was considering moving, but there's not really much.
Okay. Yeah, so once again, as Vlad starts to get surrounded, this guy takes a dash action. As he just looks at Nivara, and then as he goes to turn away, you just kind of shoot a bolt. And it's just... Josiah.
Yes.
It's you, my boy.
Yes. Stab. And I'll try and hit this time. No.
Right. Huh. Is that it?
Well, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
So you really like number 9. You need to stop it.
Yeah. The Baron. Speaking of number 9, who's on 9 on initiative?
I am going to take another helpful whip swing at Blank.
Yeah.
Better?
Yes, actually, that entirely hits. So,
Yep,
are you doing this as a
I'm-
help action attack?
Yeah, this is just granting advantage.
Yes,
on
that's
the next
perfectly
attack
fine.
against
So,
him.
so yeah, for one until the start of your next turn, the first attack made against. Well, actually, no, all attacks, because obviously he's not going to magically break out of it. All attacks against him until the start of your next turn are going to be at advantage.
I will bonus action disengage, but I think as a move action, I'm going to get that far, realize I'm surrounded, and freeze.
Yeah, you kind of. You never realize the flank had got like full up, and as you've gone to turn to back up, it's like, fuck. Yes.
And you probably also bounce off of the fact that, the whip. that
Yeah,
sort of
you
still got in
also
your
are.
hand.
Yeah, you are locked into a range with that as well. So you kind of turn and get jolted by that and self-imposed stunned.
Also true, yeah. So
Because I believe the
I'm
whip
not
is 15
entirely
feet,
one
is
way or
it?
the other.
I believe it's-
Whip's range is 10 feet.
Yeah, so yeah, you hit the range of that, and then it's like,
Yeah.
fuck. Kayla.
It's a no from me.
But yeah, that's me.
Yep. Okey-dokey.
Aim for Blank, just saying.
Yeah, I will do. Given.
Yeah, and because of given your stature as well, as you go to run and get jolted, like the dwarf nearly gets fucking pulled over McKenna. Like, because he wasn't expecting you to run full pelt with him attached.
Yep. Okay. I will. Seeing that, realizing everything's going quite bad, summon up the force of my magic, and just. I don't really care about your mother, and launch the chaos bolt.
Oh, okay. Make an attack with advantage. And it definitely hits. Pulling out the mother card against him.
Again, this is in Dwarvish.
Yeah, so it's 7 points of...
It's double!
What?
It's a double. It bounces.
How do you... It's a 6. Oh, it's 2 3s. Nice. Okay, so is that D6 the type of damage on the right?
No.
Okay, so do you want to quickly...
all of its damage...
Right. So that's 7 points of what, really quick?
Fire.
Oh, it's
Fire.
it's based on the D8s, isn't it? Right, cool. And then it bounces.
It bounces, so... blue.
Okay.
This does not have advantage to hit blue.
No.
But it's...
That hits as well. Amazing work, amazing work.
It's a 9, it won't bounce this
That's
time.
but that's 13 points of damage as like in the sheer shock of watching the bolt bounce that you wasn't quite expecting it. The one that was already severely wounded, like as it just scorches and burns away at the and luckily it doesn't burn the whip. Thank God. For both of your sake. It's a hardy leather. You've had it cured because you know, like jumping through the rings of fire and stuff. You've got this shit prepared. So, but no, and it just leaps off and like a roaring arc of fire just burns into the other one and just drops him dead.
Oh yeah, no, but it hits the fire. The magic turns and bounces back towards him. As it hits, it delivers a reverberated echo of the shout of "Mother," and it's just thunder damage as it hits him.
Fuck yes. So you just kind of just hear that reverberation throughout the cavern of, I don't care about your mother, 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 mother. and you just watch the one dwarf that is now extremely, not extremely wounded, but he's pretty wounded, and the other one just massive amounts of overkill.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna say, given the fact that it did bounce and everything else,
Yes.
shall we increase the number of the roll?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. 3 or less, we'll say, because it wasn't that much of an effort.
No, you're safe.
Yep.
Barnet, hearing this shout and the clatter and the scorching fire and seeing the one that's just been burnt, he's pretty decently tied up at the moment.
Yeah, I'll let smack the tied up one, please. Over
You may
here.
do so at advantage.
Oh. Yeah, no.
Yeah, unfortunately, an 11 is not terribly far off, but is still a miss.
Still far enough.
McKenna,
And that's me done.
you do not need to roll a death save because it was an exact 0. You are safe. But you are unfortunately skipping your turn.
Okay.
Nivara?
Cool. So is it just melee attacks that have this guy?
Anything that's an attack roll. Because the Chaos Bolt had it. Obviously, saves don't count, but if you are making an attack roll, because he can't move about as easily as he would like to because he's constricted.
I'll go.
I like the idea. I
5.
think it's a really intriguing way of using the whip. I like it.
Yeah. Definitely seeing that this guy is like literally stuck in the middle of the room. No, just kind of cocks her head slightly, and then is going to veer around him, and I'll just shoot another clock hand at the one who's tied up.
Yes, with advantage.
Try and get him.
Yeah, just please do, please.
It's kind of like, do you know what I mean? When someone almost just like reaches around, kicking at him a bit strangely, and just throws one over.
You kind of hold the fog watch at him, and you just kind of gesture with your hand, just like just to the left a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
You can take stage directions.
That is exactly what you need to hit. Bang on.
Oh, I rolled a. The other one was a 5. It looked like a 15. I do apologise. I got a bit confused.
14 is exactly what you need.
6 points of necrotic damage.
Very, very nice. He's there. He's on the cusp. He just needs a little kick over the edge, and he might go and join his blue brother and the other ones that I put in the void.
I am gonna just looked a little bit panicked, slightly, just a bit concerned.
But you've done good, as the ones that were standing over McKenna have either fell or about to fall, with Barnet there as a protectorate of swords. And I believe one of you has a potion.
Yes, that is who's currently surrounded, because I remembered.
Yeah, because that was given to you by the acrobats at the circus. Vlad.
I've got one as well. I've got one of those potions.
Yes, because I believe... No, 2 were drank, 1 was stored, I believe. I think you might have it, but either way, we'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
Vlad.
I'm going to smack the green one. I think he's been shot, hasn't he?
Yes, he has, by Wade.
I mean, your Word of Radiance would be the one to use right now.
Yeah, do you know what? I've already hit, so that's fine.
Unfortunate, but
yeah,
a 12 will miss. Yes. Is that it?
Yeah. Let's just double check, make sure. Spell. Yeah.
In Dwarvish, again, Kayla, you hear the sound coming from a couple of them. We've nearly done what we've need to do here. Let's finish these and let's move on. Again, the rest of you garble Dwarvish, but Kayla can piece it together, and obviously you guys will be probably filled later. As the one that is, well, technically, like, tied up, I'm going to give him well, they're going to have disadvantage. I was going to say, I'll give him disadvantage, but no, he will have disadvantage because of the light. Both Purple and Blank are going to make attacks at you, Barnet.
Oh, okay.
A 13 for the first hit, which I believe is a miss. And
Yeah.
then a 10.
Miss. Yeah.
The light is doing you guys good. Noticing you stuck in kind of like a limbo, the green is going to move up to here.
Oh,
Vlad,
dear.
you may, if you wish, take an attack of opportunity.
Sort of thoughts.
Vlad,
I believe.
I will come back to that in a moment because he's going to make an attack at you, Nivara. Josiah, you are going to be struck for a 6. As he's also going to start shuffling round here, trying to get round you, but he's not quick enough, and you're able to turn with him and keep focus. The one on Vlad. Actually, no, I'll do the one on Nivara, which is a 6 to hit. Carl, are you there, buddy?
Sorry?
Oh, sorry, I've just got to get used to this push the thing. So, wouldn't I get an attack of opportunity on that?
Yeah,
You would have.
yeah.
That's what we was trying to
Right,
gauge.
Sorry.
He missed his attack on Nivara, but you may still get an attack of opportunity, which does indeed hit. And now the one attacking Vlad himself, the orange one, with an A, no, with a 7 to hit.
7 misses.
As unfortunately, this round is blinding for the dwarves, but words are being shouted and communication is being had between them. They're obviously planning something. Wade, he's up to you. Save them. Kill them.
I can maybe kill one.
Do what you must.
Who's looking the most hurt?
Blank. 100% blank. Followed by green, then red, who's barely hurt.
Okay, I'll shoot blank.
With advantage.
Yes, because it's not Baron's turn yet.
Ooh, how do you do advantage on?
Just roll, just click it twice and we'll take whichever one's higher.
I'll find that out later.
23. And that is more than enough, as he was the one that was shouting the commands of, "We're nearly done here, let's move on!" And he'll take this like gurgled breath in as he just kind of falls backwards with the bolt like through his neck. As you just kind of aim roughly over McKenna, and like luckily it's like that teeter of like, well, is he gonna fall on it? No, and as he pulls, like, Baron, you need to get pulled with him, but you're able to like flip and flick the whip in such a way you can pull it free from him as he's falling.
Good, that's going somewhere else in just a moment.
Oh my.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, just 5 foot that way.
Beautiful.
And done.
Josiah.
I'm going to try and stab again.
Please.
More.
Please.
Well, you can try and.
No.
It's an improvement. It's an improvement. Okay?
No.
We're in double digits, but it is
Oh
still
my god. I've never had such a bad...
Ben, I'm sorry, dude. You're Umarth rolling right now.
This is... Yeah, oh well.
But moving swiftly on. Baron.
A step to the left.
Okay.
And I will take another assistive swing at orange, please.
Roll to hit, dude.
Will it then be a jump? Will it then be a jump to the right?
Oh, that was kind of the plan, actually.
Unfortunately, it just misses as you kind of wrap it round the dwarven arm, but he kind of is quickly and inquisitive enough to know what you're about to do, and he kind of grabs it and like kind of throws it off, like and he takes a quick step back and bit flappy, but unfortunately the whip just clatters to the floor on no effect.
I will bonus action disengage and take the aforementioned hop to the right.
Yeah.
Oh, if you'd have landed next to the time wizard, that would have made so much sense for the time wizard.
Yeah, you have an actual time wizard next to you and you didn't take the oppo. It's okay. But with that coming to an end, unfortunately, as now it's getting to that stage in the combat, you know, when everyone's got a little exacerbated because they give everything in the first couple of rounds, and now you guys need, you and the dwarves need a bit of a recovery session. Take a breath in, steel yourselves. Kayla, you're next.
1, 2, 3. So what exactly was he going on about nearly done, eh? And then I will Mind Sliver against green.
Ooh. Okay. Fuck. I don't think I have rolled above a 10, like, with these saves. And he kind of just turns a bit. You can hear us? And he'll kind of just, like, as you say, it's us, it kind of gasps out as he's practicing pain.
Now, if you were to drop the weapons and discuss this, I'm sure we could make some sort of trade for your lives. And that'll be the end of my
Make an intimidation check real quick. Barney, it is your turn.
Oh, okay. So, I'm going to have a smack at the purple one first.
Okay. That is noted. There is no immediate response, Kayla. It was just more of how it takes effect. But please.
It wasn't actually meant to be intimidating, so it was an accidental intimidation.
The point was, it came across as, so does it have an effect?
12.
Does not hit, I'm afraid, dude.
I am going to use my bonus action.
Okay.
What's he called again now? Hold on. Got what he's called. What I want to do.
You jump.
Yeah, rabbit hop.
Yeah, I know it's like the fawn's mirthful leap. I know what you're on about, yeah.
So, 10 foot. Wee.
Okay.
And then I'm just...
And that does not provoke an attack, if I remember right, as well.
No.
Cool.
Do I protect the ringmaster to everybody else?
Well, just as a point out, that McKenna's been on the floor for an extended period of time now. So she was next to you.
Yeah.
She kind of probably knocked into you as she got pulled down.
I got no medical thing though.
No, I'm just as a point out. Like, if you want to protect somebody, what about the person who's literally defenseless? It's okay. Do what Barnett would do.
Continue to add names to his growing collection.
I'll just pop myself here now in my turn.
Okay. McKenna, unfortunately, you are having dreams of a place far nicer than here where you actually found the booze you were looking for, but unfortunately, this cave was, like many other places, not the place.
A disappointment.
Yes, a grave disappointment. Nivara, you yourself are up.
Sorry?
You are up.
So yeah, seeing the dwarf clutch his head and having a conversation with Kayla, her attention instead is pulled over to Vlad and the healing potion that's dangling on his belt, and she'll kind of slide under, and as she goes, is just going to reach out to the dwarf who seems distracted a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm just going to hit him and do a shocking grasp. Just
okay.
Electrocute him a little bit as I'm going.
Okay.
Come on. There we go. Stop. 21 to hit.
That fucking hits.
Ooh. Take 7 points of lightning damage. Just a taser.
Oh,
I've just taken.
I mean, you say it's just a fucking taser, but this boy is like on the cusp. Like, he has taken a number of hits from different sources, and he is extremely wounded.
And then, I guess I was moving, and then seeing that he's still up, just kind of move 5 more, and kind of, I'm holding my hand out, so on my next turn I'm going to go grab the potion, if that makes sense.
Yeah. That's absolutely fine. Vlad, with the sight of the dwarf with the green dot on the death's edge, and you see Nivara seemingly reaching out for the
I'll go to
potion.
there, so to make it easy for her, and then I'm going to Sacred Flame him.
Yeah, so you kind of put yourself between Nivara and the other dwarf that's accosting and try and clear the path, quote marks.
Yeah.
And that is more than enough, as... yes?
Yeah, I want to just thingy before I do that.
As the Sacred Flame just rips up him, and he just knocks backwards.
-4 off of his roll.
So it's a -2. So he rolled a -2, and he's unfortunately on the floor. The scorch marks that like don't actually leave burn marks, but they look it, and he's gone.
Done.
Okay. The dwarven turn. The purple one is going to go 5, 10, 15, go around the Baron, and is going to make an attack with disadvantage at Barnet. With a 16 to hit.
That misses.
What's your AC, dude? I forgot.
17.
Damn, man. Damn. Okay. Red, getting a little frustrated at the situation, is going to watch as he magically grows and just expands in front of you as he's going to enlarge himself. See how you deal with this, boy.
Oh, look, a bigger target. He might hit it now.
Oh, mean.
Yeah,
Right,
I
right,
agree. You
right.
should get
Josiah,
advantage
roll a
there.
wisdom save. Either way, let's move on. The orange one is going to... He's actually going to take the smart step, and he's going to try and reach around Vlad and make an attack at disadvantage at Nivara, who's now grabbed the potion. With a 6 to hit.
That misses.
I'm pretty sure it did. Well, shit.
Yeah.
But that
It's
is
hot.
all they can do, though. As the purple one shouts up, but he changes the language this time. Does anyone speak Undercommon?
Ooh.
Oh.
No.
The realization that somebody is tapped into their comms, he'll swap into Undercommon and make a shout. Velaning unarts ein Tor. Desun! Desun! And will, with his hand, flap and very vaguely point towards the cave entrance in which they came through. Obviously, you don't know what's... Wade, it is now on to you.
Stepping forward a bit and shoot purple.
You may certainly do so.
Big money. Nice.
Fuck yeah. That hits as, again, like, every other round you seem to make a solid hit as you just kind of make sure you just don't shave the arse off of Barnet with your bolt as it goes past, and you just land a solid hit right in the side and in the fleshy part.
Nice.
Is that it?
Done, yeah.
Josiah.
I'm going to try and stab him.
Come on. You can do it. We believe in you.
Yay.
You do indeed hit.
He doubled in size, you doubled in roll.
Yeah.
He literally did, yeah.
You should have got a 12 with everything that was going next, but apparently not.
So yeah, as he just kind of grows bigger and gets ready to like basically try and pin you down with like the weapon and everything that's grown, seizing the opportunity as he's expanding, you just kind of just thrust forward and just try and aim for like a thigh or something to try and debilitate his movement, and you just you don't get a full pierce like through and through, but you get a good chunk of the flesh part, and you just kind of get like a glance to like graze as you take a solid slash.
Be like, take that, you bastard! Like,
yeah. Just on the outside of like his left thigh, you just kind of get like this nasty gouge slash pierce.
All right.
Is that it?
Yes.
Dear Baron boy.
I'm just going to take a plain help action with none of this whip trickster shenanigans that I've been pulling. I'm just going to plant the tip of my fancy topped cane right in the back of this guy's knee, purple.
Yeah.
Just to put him off kilter so that somebody else can line up a better shot.
That sounds perfect to me. But yeah, because luckily at the moment, despite because you don't really give the presence of someone who's immediately threatening compared to these, and in your eyes, probably heroes and saviors and stuff. But luckily, they're leaving.
My output's probably not their equal either, so I'm doing what I can to set them up.
They're leaving you alone for now, and you do what you can. You just quickly, you kind of just like, and you kind of just reach the cane and just the probably glass orb just reach out and just touches and ready to knock off Kilter, maybe for when Barnet takes a strike, we'll see. But Kayla, you're next. Kayla?
Yep, no.
And while you're doing that, I'm just gonna just clean the board a tiny bit. So nyom, nyom, nyom. Just so you guys don't get confused with what's in and out of combat.
Did you really think changing language would stop us from figuring out what you were doing?
I'm assuming in
Again,
continued Dwarvish.
Continued Dwarvish.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, rather foolish, don't you think? Surrender.
Oh ho!
Finally got that.
As you say the word surrender, he kind of just flashes a look at you. And he'll say in Dwarvish, "No. You'll all perish soon enough."
There's some of that fire.
Barnet.
Bring it.
Oh, yes. I'm gonna have another smack of the purple one.
You will have advantage for this attack only, thanks to the help action being provided.
Oh, I got hit this time. Yes.
It starts to look like a hit.
But will you get a crit?
Nope.
Nope.
Well, I do some damage, so I'm happy.
You certainly will, but what damage will it be?
Let's have a look.
Oh!
11 and another 2 for the rage, so it'd be 13 damage.
He's on about the same amount of damage as the blue one was a couple of turns ago. He's right there, like that hurt a lot. That hurt a lot. Is there anything else you wish to do, maneuverment wise, or anything like that?
No, we're happy where I am at the moment.
Okay. Ivara.
Cool. Is it a free action to grab the potion or an action?
If it's in a position where you don't have to like ferret in his bag, I'll let you do it as a bonus. Because it's not on your person, it's on his person. Otherwise, I'd be a bit looser.
Carl, where did he put the potion?
He said he moved it up so you would be able to get
he
get at
did.
it easier.
Cool. So I'm going to grab it.
Yep.
And then I'm literally. Oh, this is such a stupid move. 5. Move out of Orange's range if he wants to take it.
He will with a disadvantage. With a 6.
Cool. And then I'm going to try and weave through Barnet. I nearly said Rarebit then.
You certainly may. I allow you to move through friendly spaces.
And then through and up to McKenna there, so Purple can take an attack on if he wants something.
6 again. You
That's a miss.
just literally just like this epic run through no man's land sort of like visual where you just kind of weave between friends and these dwarves are taking swings and just missing and just missing again, and you just kind of run and crouch down, uncork the potion with a thunk.
Yeah, it's super graceful as well, except for her sun hat does come off at one stage. She kind of looks back at it and just
It probably like as you were brushing past Barnet, probably Barnet's like massive and impressive pecs just kind of just nudge it off. Yeah. But you do it.
Please land on his head.
Yeah, but I thought Barnet was kind of small, so.
Oh yeah, he is. Oh, but don't forget, Nivara had to duck to like dodge the attacks and stuff.
No, I'm not a duck. I'm not a rabbit.
But either way, I assume you're feeding.
Sun hat landing on its head.
Please roll 2d4 plus 2.
Oh,
would you like to roll? Roll.
You have to.
God.
Oh God. No.
HP.
2 points. 2 points this. The potion is used, and McKenna, you do come to awaken with the familiar feel of like a vial, like, and you've it's not your first potion. This has happened before. You're like, okay, cool, I know, and you kind of like lock eyes with Nivara for a moment. When you finish drinking the potion, you heal for 4 hit points like normal. You also feel a small ounce of invigoration and the magical potential that you use to summon the elemental tasers to your fists. It still remains active, but the energy you expended to do so comes back.
Okay.
So you regain that. But, just as a curiosity, because that was the last one. Essentially, things that were like spell slot-esque and magical-esque, it regenerated 1 point of when drank, as well as the normal hit points.
So, you know, if any of us
They gave,
spellcasters
yeah, if
were trying to get
spellcasters
rid
would have
of
drank it, you would have got healing and a spell slot. It seemed the potions that this acrobat won pretty fucking good.
Mm.
And then Navara, to end her turn, will just go, gives them hell. And then that's the end of her turn.
Okay.
Yay.
Vlad,
4 hit points.
Vlad,
This
freshly,
round 2. Let's go.
freshly potionless and with one less enemy to contend with, what do you do?
Are you pushing to talk, Carl?
Yeah, no, I've just realised. I'm still getting used to it. I'm gonna move to there, and I'm gonna smack that one. No, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame. Burn, baby, burn.
On which one
Okay.
was this?
Orange.
Okay. That's a fail, man. Then Orange takes his first bit of damage, as he's actually pretty good. But again,
Yeah.
like, it's the one thing that seems to consistently work. Like, the mace has been intermittent, but your flame and your passion lasts as you just
Yes.
reach out and just burn up the dwarf a little bit more.
The Silver Lady looks after me.
And is that it?
That's it.
Yeah.
Just fuel his zealotry, why don't you?
Yeah, why not? I don't see any problem with this. What could go wrong? I see, Rose, thank you.
When he's calling for a crusade against the Shockjade Islands later, remember,
That's
this is
fine.
your fault.
Right, so, Ben,
You've just given me great
Josiah
ideas
is
now,
going to be
Michael.
struck in retaliation for a 7. Bigger is not always better. Don't let them tell you
Sorry.
otherwise. And
I mean, like the numbers are saying it's a like a slap fight, but I'm imagining it's just a lot of parrying and awesome dodging from both sides.
oh no, like the dwarf is having a bit of a slap fight. He's in a bit of a tiff with you. You can be as you wish, but he's not having a good time. This dwarven gentleman here is going to push his way past Rarebit, and he's going to make a shout to the other one in Undercommon. Velaun! Velaun! And he's going to make an attack with a flat roll now against Vlad. With a 22 to hit. As you, my friend, are going to take 8 points of bludgeoning damage this time. Oh?
Ooh.
Okay, okay. Yeah, because that would take you to a 23.
What?
He has one spell slot left, and he used it to shield. Well done.
And as you...
Yeah.
And as simultaneously, you just reach the hand out and just deflect with a vroom, and you feel the other one like moving in and shuffling to take an attack, and you will also be able to move the shield there and just block it with you've got this small like shield just floating around, just protecting you and moving, as they now both do no damage. Very well done, very well done. Wade, this fight is turning. This fight is turning. What are you doing?
I shall shoot Mr. Purple.
Well, Mr. Purple's his father, but you still hit, and that is more than enough. I'm glad I got more. I can't believe I got any giggles for that. It was not worth it.
Terrible joke, but it came out of the blue. It's all good.
Yeah. It's a classic.
I mean, it got an eye roll, but yeah, it got a reaction.
I got 2 giggles, I'll take it. But that was more than enough, as you just kind of weave the shot, as it's a very crowded piece of combat there, and you're able to land the shot clean, and he just like kind of falls and hits the rock with a loud thud, and then just slides down it.
And I'll just go. Oh, maybe
You can enter that space if you wish. Okay, Josiah, coming off the back of that last hit, do you get ready to do a second follow?
Yeah, like a Paradise hit. I'm going to try and stab him, and I do.
Holy shit!
Finally.
Starting to find the rhythm of the fight.
It is the rhythm of the fight. Oh, Lord.
You singing because the bard's not with us?
Maybe. But it is another solid hit, and he's now pretty wounded. Do you have any movement you wish to enact, or is that it?
Yes, go there. Then I can whack him for advantage.
You can move down one.
Or two.
Two. I just said go down two.
No.
And you get advantage then as well.
Is that metagaming? I'm just sitting here whacking at it.
Game
Sorry, yes.
meta or no meta?
It's up to you.
The true meta is here. What is the circus man going to do?
He's feeling emboldened. He's feeling like he's in the right sort of company. He is going to go mess up Orange's day.
Oh, how so?
He slipped on by me, and I shan't be having it.
Okay. And
so yeah,
how are you going to make him pay for this?
Same again. Cane to the back of the knee.
Yeah.
I'm having a grand old time making their life inconvenient.
Not miserable, just mildly inconvenient.
Just a mild inconvenience. So yeah, Orange is set up.
And sadly, that's not the first time he's heard that.
Wee.
Kayla. It is but your turn.
Mm-hmm. I will.
You have now established a new front line. You have pushed those on the your flank aside. You have the full attention faced in one direction.
Okay. I will through here, slip through the gap between Vlad and Circus Guy.
Easy enough to do.
Get to here and give another shout of, you just listen to us and explain what's going on. And on that, I will thunderclap.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Actually, we're okay because
Yeah, it's a 5-foot range. Yeah, you know, you two are everyone's safe. It's just.
Why do you think she moved to exactly there?
Also as well,
cave him.
I was actually going to point out it's a bit safer because she's currently stood where the ceiling is open and a lot of the sound reverberation has an escape point. Yep. So while it still will do structural damage, don't get me wrong, because she stood right next to a supporting pillar, it's not going to be as devastating as if it was a full cave. But either way, the red is going to get himself a 21, and the orange is going to get himself a 6. I believe it's half on a save. Yes.
No, it's
all or nothing.
All or nothing. Yeah.
So unfortunately, the size has given him some reinforced constitution. As you just let out this loud bang, and you just see like as some of the stones, and you see a large crack in the support pillar behind you, but the other ones seem to be intact, and some dust and shale just. But you're okay. You're okay. Is that it?
Is the end of the go?
Barnet. The combat is leaving you. You need to chase these fuckers down.
I was going to go round to here. Then
yes. With advantage because of the currently held help action.
And myself.
Oh,
and yourself, yes.
The 1. And a 10.
That is a hit.
And you are welcome.
Not great on the damage, but
another 2 for rage as well.
But we know damn well where the help was there, because by God, that saved a natty 1. I'm just curious, just out of vague, morbid curiosity. It would have been just a really bad miss. That's fine.
So,
but is that it?
Damage?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it for me.
McKenna, you now fully come to your senses. On your back, your fist still glowing with that potential energy, and you just feel like the fingertips tingle as, like, you know, when you touch like an old TV and it used to tingle your fingers with the static. You like your hands tingle, and you know what must be done. Well, I would hope you do.
Wow, you're old.
Ash?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm just math because I have to get up. So it's half. So I've only actually can reach. I can't reach orange sadly. I have to like, squeeze this guy.
I was going to say, you can get there despite the terrain visuals.
Yeah, like the square.
Yeah. You are. That is an accessible square. I say, so long as
Alright,
at least half of the square is visible to you guys, it's allowed within reason.
Use my non-lightning covered hand to grab Navarro's hand and pull myself up off her, and then use that momentum to kind of spring forward and try and just punch dive into red.
Like a slingshot into Superman punch.
Yeah, and I try and just slingshot myself into red.
You do so pretty damn well.
And I'll punch him for 8 bludgeoning plus 1 lightning.
Say no more. Say no more. As you just watch, as he's taking like this duel with Josiah, and Josiah, you don't see this coming. You kind of like dueling back and forth, and you're getting the upper edge. You know you're getting the best of this guy, and this guy's getting frustrated, and he's making mistakes. And then all of a sudden, you just kind of watch his entire body just jolt, and his eyes just roll back, as you just kind of just see land very deftly and delicately the other side, just with these tingling and statically and hands. As you just watch McKenna just land, just 3-point, bad on the knees, but it's cool individuals. As she just lands, and this guy just drops.
Appreciate the help, but I had it.
Offhand, because it still technically falls into dual wielding, throw dagger at this guy. Just grab and throw.
Yeah.
I still don't get the...
You won't get your dex modified to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Yeah, it's just clean. Boop. Dagger goes wide.
Yeah.
Attempt was made.
Yeah, it just ting, 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 as it hits the stone just above. But retrievable. It's not like in a void or anything. Ivara. The walls are closing in on this small soul dwarven creature. You have the potential to end this.
See McKenna bound into action. She's just going to kind of slowly go over here. So 5, 10, 15. Pick up my hand from a rabbit. Put it back. And then I'm just going to do a little... I'm just going to move round. I'm going to shoot a clock hand at Orange.
By all means.
Yeah, I'm not going to say what I was going to say, so yeah. See if this works. No, 12.
That is unfortunate, because you're not terribly far off the mark, but it is a miss, unfortunately, as similar to where the dagger hit its mark, trying to reach over and round without hitting the guy in front of you, you can't get a good aim. But,
yeah,
yes?
Then she'll just kind of like secure her hat a bit more.
Yeah, you
just kind of
free action, pick up and reapply. Vlad.
I'd step to there. I'd say them. You have fought admirably, but the end is now. Surrender. This is your last chance, or be obliterated.
Is that it?
Yeah, I want to threaten him to surrender.
Intimidation check.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
As it gets to their turn, kind of looks at you sideways, spits blood out of his mouth onto the floor, and raises warhammer towards the ringmaster. And at the last second, will turn and then just take a swipe at Vlad with it. For a 16 to hit, which is a miss.
Miss, yeah.
Alle tun will nicht. En unmada. Wade.
I'm presuming that was uncommon.
Yes. Which is why no one understood it.
Budge over and non-lethal arrow to the knee.
Okay.
Nice.
And being non-lethal, that's enough. Well, that's enough to drop him.
His
As-
Does
adventuring days are
non-lethally
over.
shoot him in the femoral artery?
Yeah. By accident. It's not a player character, so non-lethal's not allowed, I guess. Dead? No, it's fine. You just hit him, and it just kind of, it doesn't go through, but it kind of hits, and it's stuck in the bone, and it's like sticking out like a good half foot, and he just, the pain, like you watch his gums tense up and like bites his lip, and he drops unconscious. So I'm gonna close down combat as you all have a moment to breathe for a second.
And suddenly the bard wakes
The
up.
bard wakes up.
He does indeed.
Perfect timing.
Where the
Right,
fuck have you been, Adam?
It's this works Christmas do that got
Works do.
delayed.
He did say.
Right,
I did say so last session.
I'll be honest, I entirely forgotten. My
I
bad.
know
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But as the combat comes to an end and you can just hear the faint cracking of the support pillar behind Kayla, the groans and the heavy laboured breathing of the dwarf that you've managed to securely knock out without killing, and the rest of you take a moment, you just kind of hear Dax just, oh, fuck, and then you'll hear the barkeep shouting, your friend's awake.
In Dwarvish, I'll just kind of just, oh great, the racist's awake.
What did you give me? Must have been strong, potent stuff.
The floor.
You
It
banged
was
your-
more than the floor.
You banged your head.
The floor got delivered to you at velocity.
To make sense of why you wasn't here, Adam, your character had a quick nap from the floor.
Yeah. Head first.
But
I suggest that we move quickly out of here.
I
Agreed.
believe somebody wanted to interrogate this one. And I do look at Vlad because I don't speak Dwarvish, so I don't know.
I don't speak Dwarvish. It's-
Well, no, because Michael's character was saying everything in.
Dwarvish.
I was saying, I was saying everything in Dwarvish. You got no idea what I was saying. However,
Yeah, but Vlad has
Ow.
hinted that it was. Yeah.
yeah, surrender.
I try to be diplomatic. I don't like killing people if I don't have
Mhm.
to.
Say that to everyone else you've murdered.
Yeah, if I don't have to.
Everybody,
No.
I suggest that we pick him up and move them. Secure his arms, tie him up.
That would
But-
be as well.
Yes.
it's just more cracking of the support pillar by Kayla. It's not like on the verge of collapse, but as it's significantly damaged. At least
If
that
someone's
part.
got
is.
a rope, if someone's got a rope, I can probably attach an arrow to it and shoot one. Well,
I'll hand my fancy silk rope back to him.
I attempt to kind of splay the ends so there's some that can actually attach to an arrow and attempts to shoot up if I'm able
Okay.
to do that.
Roll an attack roll.
Just roll the shooty. Okay.
Goes up.
Hoping for a
The rope,
tree.
so hopefully has a chance.
Just remember, where you guys fell in was fairly flat and stony
He was all rocky. Yeah.
and flat.
Well.
But no,
knowing
you shoot the arrow up. It's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I'll
arrow's
pay.
gone and up and over.
And the rope.
It's attached, isn't it?
Yeah.
the
so-
rope's attached.
Yeah, so pulling the rope gently.
The arrow
using
comes
my
straight back.
Knowledge of anchors, I'm trying to wedge it into some rock, but it just
You're
comes
trying
out.
to but remember your arrow, and even if it was a broadhead, it's gonna like just a pebble. It's gonna attach against, and a pebble's not gonna hold our body weight.
Yeah, bollocks.
I think it's
Not only that, it's a mix of, there's not much to anchor to. It's not a very sturdy anchor in itself and to hold weight. And the stone was thin enough that your own body weight collapsed underneath. It collapsed under your own body weights. You know what I mean? It's going to be more, your character's not an idiot, and you would probably realize some of this.
Yeah, I'll catch the arrow when it falls back down and be like, "Best ways to tunnel, Sea Sheriff. We're not getting back up there."
I'll give him his rope back.
Okay.
Can I quickly scavenge as many arrows as I can out of bodies
You
as
s-
we move towards tunnel?
the way rules work, if I remember right, is you get half of what you shot back. Unless there's any special circumstances.
Okay.
But you're able to successfully harvest half of what you shot if you spend a few moments.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to move my lanterns so that they can almost like illuminate this area to try and see where they came from. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it looks to be like a small winding tunnel that just carries on further down.
Yeah, I'll take my torch back as well.
I'm gonna make sure that someone's securing this, or securing orange.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to go over to where original blue, blank, and everyone else were that sounded like they were leaders, and investigate their bodies to see if there's any notes or anything on them.
Yep. Make a quick investigation check.
Can I assist, seeing as I'm rummaging for arrows? If
You
I
may.
spot anything. Oh, well, he's crit anyways.
You still assisted. You can take credit, I guess. But no, similar to the ones in the tavern, and similar to the ones that you were told about in the circus tent, these dwarves, I nearly said creatures, only seem to have their weapons, and that's about it. They hold nothing, and more nothing than normal. Like, normally someone who's traveling extremely light maybe will have like a couple coins, maybe like a water skin or something like that. No, these guys have their weapons, their armor, and that is it. Nothing else. I mean nothing.
If it's not too much trouble, can I summon Kavan, please?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to move towards here. And as Kayla's like doing her thing, just let myself go blind and have him kind of walk up the tunnel a little bit and see if he can smell the smells of a tavern. Do you know what I mean? Because I know that this has got to lead back to the taverns because of the tunnel connections. Just kind of like have him sniff.
How long did we have to walk from tavern to?
About 30, 40 minutes, maybe.
Okay.
Make a perception with advantage. Also, Baron, our dear boy, you have been quiet since this combat has concluded. What are you doing while this is happening?
Catching my breath for a start. There's been a great deal more running round than I'm entirely used to. I am looking to my rescuers for help and assistance while standing quietly, proudly over the unconscious body that I helped put down.
Yeah.
So I'll
rummaging. I probably make eye contact with you. It's like a what?
Oh, nothing. No, nothing at all.
You've got him secured, correct?
In the process of, yeah. He's not going to wake up anytime soon, so they've got time.
23.
Jesus.
Natural 20.
You don't smell the smells of a tavern, but you smell damp and mildew and other rotten smells of like an old cave system. You also, with that natural 20, you do feel the faint drifts of wind, like brushing on the snout of your dear companion.
Ah.
Very faint, but a natural 20 would get it.
I'll bring him back to the tunnel entrance and kind of look at him and have him look at me and just be like, Kilvan has found potentially a route out. I assume that we should make haste.
Brilliant. Who's carrying the dwarf?
I'll do it. That'd be perfect payback for the fucking things. And that says the barkeep. And kind of just grab him by the collar and like lift him up. Frick. Pick him up.
Let's get a move on then.
Okay. The tunnel does. Go on.
No, I will just. She will kind of send Cobain a little bit further ahead of the group, but she will fall back to McKenna and kind of look at her friend a little bit and under her breath in Elvish, which I think you've got.
Yep.
How are you feeling?
That hurt a bit, but I've been in worse.
Some rest. We'll do us all good. And then kind of fall back into step with the rest of the group as we kind of go through the tunnel.
Yeah. And as you all walk down this tunnel, it does start to narrow to about 10 foot wide. So without issue, like 2 of you side by side. And it gets narrow, and it's a winding tunnel that arcs left and then right. And it while it's not actually terribly long, it feels like it goes on for a long time. And you can hear the crunching and the stuff of like the loose rock and the shale breaking under your feet. And it's like just crunch, like it's like walking through fresh snow or like autumn leaves in a forest. And you're all making your way, and then as you... Who's at the front, by the way? Just curious.
I would have had Kavane at the front to try and follow the airstream, if that makes sense.
Right. Well, who's the first humanoid?
I don't mind going first because I've got the torch.
I'll take second.
Okay. So Josiah, as you're walking forward, and like pushing through, and Small Fox is ahead by probably like 10, 15 feet, I would imagine, just ensuring things are clear. It's light enough that the fox passes over it, but Josiah, you hear, on top of the loud crunches and stuff, you hear a loud shunk, and you feel your foot drop as you're walking.
It's a hole within a hole.
No, it's essentially, it's all the crunches and cracks, but he stepped on what seems to be a pressure plate that had been inlaid and like made to look like the rest, and because no one had actively been
checked.
As can all of you make dexterity saving throws, as what it seems to be is the pressure plate is where Josiah is, but you all notice there's a series of holes tracking all the way back, probably right up until right up and away out of sight and to the cave entrance here.
Oh, my dice. Come on. My dice isn't to work now. Hold on.
That's fine.
Oh.
That's
3.
Okay. Josiah and Barnet both fail. Everybody else succeeds. As you both are going to take 2 points of piercing damage, followed by 5 points of poison damage.
Okay.
That's 7 points of damage.
Total, yes. So you take 2 piercing and then 5 poisoners. Literally front to back of the party, you notice it seems the pressure plate was designed backwards, so that because you would expect that the holes to be going towards the entrance, whereas they're going towards the exit, like, or the back, sorry. And there's a stream of bolts, and even like 20 foot back, you can hear the as these like pin-like needles are just peppering the stone walls either side. Most of you managed to duck, but a couple of you are a little slow on the uptake, and like Josiah's like, the fuck, and you looking at the pressure plate, and Barnet, being Barnet, wasn't ready. And you just watch as it's almost like cactus needles that are embedded in them, and it's like, oh, fuck! And you know when you like tense them and you're like, and you got to pick them out really quick, but you can almost feel the burning of the poison that was tipped in them as well.
Anyone good at looking at traps and shit? That fucking hurt.
Yeah, I'll take the lead.
I could assist. I'm quite good at investigating things. I've got a good eye. Yeah.
You got 2, haven't you?
You up to the front.
You can go first, and I will be just behind. Just behind. Okay.
Yeah, so percepting now. All the way.
Okay. Can I have a perception check?
With assistance, was it? Or are you rolling your own?
Well, could I do an investigation instead, just looking out for, rather than perception, or does that take more time? Because I'd rather help you.
Perception is far quicker than investigation, because investigation is physically looking and getting hands-on and getting really deep and looking through, whereas perception is you're looking.
It's called.
Yeah,
I've got.
the big difference is perception is visible, smell, and hearing, whereas investigation is physically getting hands on and getting in there.
I'll use like the lantern, but get them really down low to the ground, so they're going to show any shadow if there's any pressure plates or anything like holes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how I'll help.
Yeah, investigation is anything that kind of requires manipulation of some kind.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Very well done. You do spot that there are tripwires ahead. There are pressure plates. There are other points and traps, which you, very carefully and one by one, you're able to point out. As you can see, another 2 sets of pressure plates. You can see tripwire that's made with like a metal wire rather than like a rope. You even notice at one point that there is some small reliefs in the wall where you can kind of just see the metallic shine of like a blade embedded in the wall, ready for like a swinging trap or something like that. This hallway is incredibly dangerous, and you guys have managed to now luckily navigate it relatively unscathed. As you guys will eventually pop out here at the very top of the map, if you can see. You can kind of just see the light coming from the outdoors, as you can see shining through and breaking through some of the shadows ahead. Don't put yourself in there just yet.
Face.
No, it wasn't intended. But yeah, you're coming.
That's all I can see.
Yeah, you're currently in the tunnel, about to upon this small section here. So although people are, for the void's sake, give me a sec. There you go. Here's some section on the left for you to place models, so you don't have to put them in the void. There you go. Just so you've got somewhere to store them, so they're not on the actual map yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll be coming out on that right-hand side there. What are you doing? As you see the light ahead, and you kind of, I'd imagine, stop people just to let them know. And the fox would also let Nivara know.
Perception into the room.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Any assistance, or is this normal?
I would be helping as well. I'm kind of peering over his shoulder, looking, listening, and have the fox smelling to see if it smells any dwarves, because we've somehow established in this game that they
Dwarves
stink.
bad. Yeah.
Dirty.
Hey, as you guys take a quiet, calm and listen, you do hear conversation in a familiar but yet unfamiliar language. As just around the corner and out of sight, you can hear some dwarves making casual conversation. They currently are not aware of your presence yet, but any further progression will require stealth if you wish to remain undetected.
Yeah, we're whispering back. 4 immediately on the right. Are we capable of? We can do 4. How injured is everyone? And give everyone a quick look over.
I'm quite badly hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mostly fine.
I haven't been touched, but I'll go down in one hit.
I'm bloodied.
I'm bloodied.
So we try.
Yeah, I'm in pain.
Perhaps.
Do we need to distract?
Can the dear circus leader just roll a history check, please?
I can. Ooh.
Is the history? Are you trying to remember at the moment he's supposed to betray us?
Aha! No. No, 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 no,
No. I'm here to help. For God's sake, I am here to help. And also maybe a nice trip to the circus afterwards.
Yay.
But they have to still pay their ticket, although he saved you.
Oh.
He's not that like nice. But no, one thing you do remember is you do have like an ice pack, like an in case of emergency sort of pack. And you do remember that it's like, oh fuck it, please don't be broken, please don't be broken, please don't be broken. And
broken.
You can go to investigate it if you wish, see if you've got anything of use.
The in my pack?
Yes.
I have a quick probe, see what I've got that might be of use. It's going to be tricky. There's a lot of things in here that make sound. Like I've got just a bag full of bells. This horn that honks at the slightest provocation. So I'm going to have to be careful with it. What am I? What pray tell do I have on me? Because I am guessing here.
What you do have is a small, like, it's wrapped in like banana leaf, almost like a plantain type, and you've got, it's a small clay bowl that's filled with like a thick white salve, and you remembered like it was given to you by like this old like witch doctor sort of thing, and it's like you kind of had it out of politeness because he was like, thanks. But she told you that apparently this was like a special thing, and pray dear child, it will help cure what ails you if you ever run into any more trouble or any more of your axe get into any more bother.
Very good, my dear, but if you'd like a ticket, we do actually take coin.
This is all in your mind, child. You cannot talk to me.
I love how he actually has a conversation back with
played a memory.
Push the memory to one side. Push the memory to one side.
Yeah. As he holds the bowl, you kind of hear him like, yeah, but you do got to pay a ticket, though. You do know this, but thank you. Like he talks to himself.
I stand upright and sort of like, it's very much a stage whisper, but I will sort of say, this might have healing properties if anybody is in dire straits.
Fall into the
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just a little bit. Like
I will just put it out in my hand, available for anybody to take off me. I didn't want it in the first place, but bless her, the poor old woman, she was just...
Yeah, the reason why you don't remember it is because you kind of are... You're doubtful of whether it's actually useful.
Yeah, but hey, it's an emergency situation, so...
But it has, realistically, 3 uses worth of a good scoopful. Anyone that is using it, who is using it?
Sure, I'll take the mystery potion.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kenna, Josiah,
I'll take them.
Barnet.
There's
3 uses, that's all. Can all of you roll a d6?
Each roll a d6?
Yes, please. Barnet, you heal 1 hit point. Josiah and McKenna both heal 2 hit points. As it was a D3. D3. So it's not the best. It's probably a little stale at this point and probably would have done more if it was fresher. But it's a little gross. It's very oily. It's got like it's obviously made with like an animal fat of some kind, and it leaves like a shine wherever it's applied, but it smells. It doesn't feel great, but the wound feels better. And with Barnet specifically, your furs, like it's like hair gel, like thick. You know, something about Mary. You know, with the hair gel scene.
Oh yeah.
It's that. It's bad, but it works a little bit.
Wait.
Yes.
I have an idea.
I bet you should have a lot like come.
Sorry?
You don't want to repeat.
No, I was going to suggest that I send Cobain running up ahead to gain their attention so that they follow him. He will unfortunately go, and I will have to summon him back, but we can use him as a distraction to escape without potentially gaining any attacks.
Sounds like a good idea.
The peaceful way also, yes, I agree. That sounds a better idea for the peace.
Okay, everybody ready to move on?
Quick and quiet.
Quickly looks at Navarra's name. Navarra's signal.
Can I insight Vlad for this talk of peace?
After murdering a bunch
sure.
of stuff.
He keeps on screaming about heretic.
Make your own assumption, dude.
Yes, is it heretic? But at the end of the day, attacked us first?
I don't know.
No, yeah, with that roll, you're gonna have to go off your own assumptions with no extra input.
Yeah.
And then she's going to lean down, look at him, and be like, "It was going to happen sometime." And I'm going to.
Wow.
As I see the snake creature, I imagine he gives me like a bit of a knowing look as well, and I'm like, I will bring you back. And I'm going to send him like scuttling forward, but make sure he's kind of like going just out of their reach as he zooms past, and hoping that he can scatter some shale and gain their attention effectively as he's going to go running past.
Yeah, as just it will take off just running, and the shale just like kicking and cracking and breaking and shifting and pushing as some of the dwarves just get her! And in Dwarven, get the fucking thing quickly! And it, like you hear one of them shout, and just the one dwarf you'll notice goes 5, 10, and we'll start like running after.
He would have gone this way if he could.
Okay, oh, sorry. Yeah. It's alright. When you pointed out this gap here, I assumed. Okay, so.
No, he would have come down here and then through this way.
Yeah, you start chasing him that way as the one dwarf just kind of shouts, "Get back here, you little fucking thing!" And you can see he's got his warhammer raised, ready to kind of splat the rat.
The fox has a 40-foot movement speed.
Oh yeah, it's gonna dust him, and when he eventually gets to the light here, he's gonna kind of stop and go.
Right. Seeing his
Stay out!
Let's say, seeing his compatriots who probably turned to look at him.
Yeah.
As he went to
Yeah,
run
they
over
are watching him. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going the second their vision is thinking. I'm gonna
Okay,
dash.
and just for the sake of, when you move out of here, just obviously start there and count out. It's fine.
Wouldn't have gained us any advantage or anything like that to try and...
Not advantage, but I will make the DC lower.
Okay. That's something.
Oh, apparently we're going.
Oh my god.
Time is of the essence. Yes. 15.
So I probably can get
Hopefully
to
it's
about.
a great
I can probably get to
self-check,
about there tucked in, probably. Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20.
I mean, do you know what? It's easiest to do this, isn't it?
Right.
Could I still be keeping an eye out as we go for traps?
Okay, well, you may certainly do so, but obviously finish your turns of movement.
I think we're only doing a 30 because we're trying to make sure that we're not.
Yeah, no,
going
you cannot dash. You cannot dash, no, because you're stealthing. But as you all get to there, I believe we're just missing Dax. Yes.
And Josiah
Yeah.
to also not be.
Josiah's got it. He's got a 7.
I meant. Oh, okay.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
So-
Oh, Josiah rolled twice. Weird.
I believe we balanced.
I've got
out
2
a little.
Josiahs. I got a it was the insight. That's what it was. Never mind.
Yes. No,
Okay.
I roll shitty numbers multiple times.
Yeah,
That's-
Josiah and Vlad. The rest of you make your way out very, very quietly and very, very carefully. Vlad, the problem is, being in the armor that you're in, it's innately difficult to not be quiet, because even the deftest of movements, just one move in the wrong direction, and like the chainmail, the chain shirt that's underneath the actual chainmail itself, you'll just hear it as it just sort of shifts to one side as you make place. You're on the noisy side, dude, but not as bad as Josiah. Josiah, unfortunately, as you take a step out and you've got Dax to your side, so like giving you like a slight buffer zone to the other dwarfs, you feel something hit like your leg as you go to step over like a small rock which you didn't want to kick or anything like that. And rather than stepping over it, you kind of step on it, and then that rock just kicks out from under you, and like you don't fall prone or anything, but it makes a definitive noise as the 3 dwarfs all like kind of turn and look, and like the rest of you have managed to get past, but it's just you two that they've seen as the three of them turn, and there's like that. They're not saying a word, and they're kind of ready their weapons, and you two just freeze and look at them.
They see me.
They see both of you.
I
Dax's stealth has been broken because of you.
Yeah. I point behind him and then I run away.
Yeah, I'm running in the same direction.
Make a deception check.
I really want this to work.
Please, come on.
Hang on. I get something with deception.
I swear to God, if it fucking works.
Fuck's sake.
All right. I can't get under a 7 or 8. Okay, let's roll.
Oh, well done! Yay!
They all turn around like ready to attack something, thinking that, and you just go book it.
Yeah.
So I assume all of you are going to go into sprint run mode now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So what we're going to do, because the dwarves have a definitive speed disadvantage, we're going to turn this into a bit of a skill challenge chase scene.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Because they do have the means to wage war at a range, but not very well. So, aside from just running, tell me, everybody, or one at a time preferably, what are you going to do to make it better, easier, safer, or any of these combinations?
Do you want to roll initiative so we go?
Yeah. Let's just bring up the initiative board just so I can. Let me clear it first. Let me clear it first. Bosh it. I just want to see, is there anything you guys do to try and make the process better? Because unfortunately, they are slow. And they will not be able to catch, as you guys have found out. Okay, so that's everybody, yes? Okay, so...
Well, there's a lot of trees. Jesus.
I'm gonna let them go at the end of the round order, because obviously, depending on what you do, it will impede or make it easier for them, whatever. So McKenna, if you're doing just running, that's fine, but is there anything you would like to try and do as you guys make a bolt for the entrance, as the one dwarf will come across, the other three begin to make chase from the back? Just running?
Is there any like loose rubble or something that I can knock over with like mage hand or something?
Nothing substantial, but the floor is a litany of small rocks, shale, slightly bigger rocks.
I'll try and at least kick those around as best I can, but I don't have much to...
Yeah, maybe use mage hand to throw a couple. Okay, just make an Arcana check. Okay. It's no by means devastating, but you do manage with mage hands quickly as you're like sprinting. Just use your mage hand and swipe at a few rocks and just kick them up and throw them towards them and just kind of make them look away, even if it's just for a second. It does do something, but not nowhere near as much as you were probably hoping. Wade.
Yeah, let's attempt.
It's something.
Is there any water around?
No. I mean, maybe some dampness and maybe some moisture, but not pools or any puddles or anything like that.
Damn it.
Like I said, I bet the closest you're going to get is like some of the rocks are moist, but that's about it.
So, what I'm going to do
right
is jam some arrows kind of at jagged angles on the floor behind us.
Okay.
As trip hazards.
Yeah, so you just kind of duck, slam, like, yeah, okay. Make
in any crack, and it's just like...
Make a strength check.
Strength.
I will allow survival, but the DC will be slightly more difficult, because the strength is just to get it slam in, done.
Survival is a lot better.
Okay. So just as a couple people go past, like go, and then you stop.
How many arrows am I losing?
How many do you want to commit? I will say no more than 5 because time.
Okay, yeah, 5 then.
Okay. I'm going to say it's now going to give them the choice of do they continue at full sprint, or do they lose a bit of speed to go round. But if they choose to run through, they might take damage. It's giving them that bit of hazard perception that they must do. Varnix, is there anything you wish to do?
No, I'll just be running.
Okay. Naivara?
I'm going to. Naivara will kind of move her hands in a wide arcing motion, and all of her lanterns appear, and they're just going to get in their face. Like, you know, when someone blinds you with a torch.
Light
it's that kind of
sensitivity, yeah. Yeah, give them
Stop
yellow
them.
spots.
as we
Brilliant.
go.
No roll needed because obviously they're under. You're literally just putting them there. You're not like trying to do anything complicated, so that'll definitely impede them. So very good work.
Circle around where we are, if that makes sense. So they're going to be hitting them, but almost like
To look at you, they
I'll-
must look at the light.
Yes, effectively.
Ayla.
Hmm. Kind of taking on, well, similar advice, well, similar idea to what I think Wade was doing. I'm going to take a quick little look at how many people's, like the people who are close to me, their water skins or anything.
Yep.
And I'm going to shape water on as many people's things as I can, and just pull the water out of their water skins.
Right.
And then I will put it on the floor and freeze it behind to make a slip hazard.
I cannot believe you've pulled off the thing I wanted to do, but I didn't think of water skins.
He just went full Katara fully on it. Like, no, that's really good.
You started mentioning it, and I was like, if I'd have seen what you were doing, I would have helped, like, us running down the tunnel and like pulling, like, together, pulling as much of the moisture and building it up as we went to then freeze it.
Serkus, the Baron, eh? What about you?
Same as I did down below, I will throw fireworks as hard as I can in all directions that prestidigitation will allow. I'm going to be running and sparkling, baby.
Yeah, so far we've got like 3 lots of trip hazards and debris, and then 2 lots of bedazzlement. Josiah?
Can I sort of do pirate acrobatics, like getting round people, so I'm not like...
Yes.
I'm like less of a presence running.
So
if that
you're
makes sense.
essentially, rather than doing something directly, you're trying to make sure that you're not in the way of everyone else. And also, can I get a Arcana roll just quickly by our dear circus leader? And can I get that acrobatics roll? Okay. Nice.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I'm retiring this character.
Don't worry, I'll do it for you. Dax.
Pirate is doing pirate things.
Aye. I'm also going to use prestidigitation, doing like fireworks and that, just to add to that extra layer.
Arcana roll. And then finally, Vlad.
I'm just going to mage hand and just keep throwing rocks at him.
Okay, Arcana roll from you as well, same as McKenna. Nice. Nice. So, you all, as a team, do manage to keep them from, like, direct melee combat as you just suddenly start skittering to where and you get a head start on them. The one dwarf at the bottom does come across to cut you off, and he's relatively, for the most part, avoiding a lot of the trip hazards, but is unfortunately going to be impeded by the light. The others, they're going to sacrifice some speed to run around the ice patches and the arrows, but it's going to slow them down even more. However, with the rocks and things being thrown, they are going to be slowed down slightly further and have their aim disjointed, as you see that they don't have full-size javelins, the 3 of them at the back, but they're going to pull out these like half javelins, and they're going to attempt to throw them vaguely at the mass of the party because they can't see very well.
Jabs or lens?
The jabs. Yeah, we'll have the jabs. Whereas the guy by the cave entrance is going to come across with his warhammer, and essentially, as you guys are running past him, he's going to take a swing at one of you. And luckily, all at disadvantage, and with the guys throwing the javelins with a bit more of a penalty to their aim, which I'm basically just going to knock off on their modifier to hit. So, going off the rough idea that the party layout is similar, obviously, because you, with the exception of, I believe, McKenna, you've got more than 30 foot speed, haven't you?
No, not yet.
Oh, not yet. And okay,
Next couple.
right. So, look at the 3 javelins. We're going to start with aiming at Dax first, with a 9 to hit, which will not hit. Second one with a 6 to hit, and then a third one with a 7 to hit. As these javelins just poof, poof, and they're just hitting the stone. They're barely looking at you, like they're just looking vaguely at the light and just throwing in that general direction, and it's not great for them. Whereas the dwarf that's coming across, seeing Naivara, is semi at the front, not noticing Caleb tucked up right next to that rock and probably coming out at a different point. He's going to take a swing at you with his warhammer. And he's going to hit you for a 12?
12 hits.
Unlucky. Very unlucky.
Oh, wait. I did mage armor right at the beginning of the last combat, didn't I, as we were going in? I did, didn't I?
I know the ringmaster did. I don't believe you did.
No, she means at the first combat.
First combat.
Oh, in the tavern, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, that's 8 hours.
I-
That should still be up.
Yes, then yes.
Miss!
Very, very nice. Lucky.
So instead of mage armor, that he's been unsuspecting that Cobain's just come up and bite him in the ankle, not doing any damage, but kind of causes attention, so he swings and just like.
Okay, and I'm gonna suspend the initiative order how we're doing it, because I'm now gonna go into a proper skill challenge where a problem is gonna come up, and then you guys are gonna need one of you's gonna need to step up. So, with the 3 dwarves losing ground very quickly, they are going to prepare more javelins to throw, but it's going to be even more disadvantaged because the gap made by that point is going to be so severe that it's going to be out of the optimal range of the javelins. And the dwarf inside is going to be potentially taking attacks of opportunity against anybody he can, and taking throws with his javelin if you guys choose to avoid him entirely. So, how does anybody do anything to dissuade the aim of the dwarf at the entrance? Outside of the fireworks, the dancing lights.
Can I attempt a disarming shot? Can I?
You certainly can.
Hand.
You certainly can. Do a it'll be a shot with I'll add 2 to his AC because you're doing a cold shot, because it's but because it's like a fairly prominent and forward point, it's not hidden or anything. It's not harder. So yeah, roll a hit.
Okay.
It's a miss, unfortunately. So that come under a fail.
He's disappointed.
I will allow it.
I've got this torch I put out. It's all sooty, and I'm just going to throw it at his face.
Okay. Make a dex check with proficiency.
Like a smoke bomb.
I'll just roll dex.
Okay. Okay.
Finally, something.
You throw it, and you know instinctively if something's thrown at you, the instinction is to catch it. He's holding his warhammer, and as he's preparing a second strike, he's left hand, and he catches it, but he grasps it. Lit end.
I think it's put out, to be fair. I was just like, it's been put out because of the stealth check.
It's
embers, though.
It's a storm cloud.
Well, if anything, it's still going to be hot as shit.
Yeah, it's true.
So as he grabs it, and it's like, and it basically renders that hand unusable for the next round because it's hurting a lot.
Is his weapon two-handed?
It's versatile. It can be either. He gets bonus damage if it's 2, but they only tend to use 1 anyway.
Okay, I'd say I kind of take a look quick towards Navarro, who he's just taking a swing at. As I go past, I will kind of throw the weapon the other way to give her a chance to shocking grasp him.
Oh, smart. Yeah, I'm going to shock and grasp him. Seeing this.
Do so.
No, but I'd say my first instinct is like, hang on, she did the thing that stopped him from moving, and then everybody goes, I'll try and disarm.
And she'll just kind of, I think she goes for a slap, and it just ends up as a bit of a weird caress, but I'm still going to shock and grasp him. Just like, oh.
Despite the awkwardness, will the attack land?
Come on,
Sure,
come
it
on,
has
come on.
advantage for multiple reasons.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I'll give you advantage.
No, he's wearing metal armor. She has advantage anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's lightning. Ooh, I'm glad for that advantage.
When it lands in.
That hits. Roll damage real quickly.
Roll damage. 6 points of lightning damage.
Very,
and
very
like,
nice.
So it does stop him. So basically, and it can't take reactions till the start of the next turn, so we can pass it and it doesn't get an attack against us.
End of the round.
I'm about to say, yeah, running past. As we're kind of going past. Barnet, take his javelins.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because he didn't have any javelins, even though he had javelins.
No, because the others aren't going to be able to catch up. But if we take his javelins whilst we're running,
Yeah, well, obviously the three at the back are going to be throwing their javelins. So again, given, we'll try Josiah because the aim is not that great, and they want to try a different target. So we're going to try the first one against Josiah with a 14 to hit.
Josiah?
Ben?
Hello? Sorry?
14 to hit?
No.
Okay, second javelin.
Swipe out of the way.
He's a complete miss. And then the last one is going to go back at Dex. Oh, natural one. He, as he throws it, he kind of lunges forward and trips and falls. And for the sake of the skill challenge, he will be completely out of contention in this, because having to then get up and continue the chase. So it's as he's like throwing it forward, he's kind of leant into it to try and get that extra bit of oomph. And it doesn't work.
Was this one of the ones behind us?
Yes.
Okay, never mind. I was going to say, if it's the one in front of us, I'll stick my boot in as I run past.
Unfortunately.
Isn't that shocking grass? We be outside now at this point.
Oh, yeah.
In the daylight.
Yeah. Well, they're already at mass disadvantage anyway. But yes. And the other one, given the myriad of things that has just happened to him, the one that was in the middle of you guys wouldn't have an opportunity to respond, because the attempted disarming strike, the shocking grasp, amongst a couple of other things, and the blind that he's already dealing with, and probably some of the arrows that are still embedded in the floor from Wade, his attack potentially is going to be reduced to 0. I will say at that point, it is probably safe to say with the daylight, and you'll notice that they don't seem to want to chase you outside of the cave. You are clear enough away where the javelins are definitively out of even physical possible range, and they are not pursuing any further. This is probably about 100 or so foot away, where you just break line of sight. You wait. They're not following. It's still light outside, but the sun is on the downward direction. What do you guys want to do?
I don't wish to alarm anyone, but I fear our protection may not last. We should either leave or perhaps do something rather more concrete about the dwarf problem.
I mean, and Josiah like sheaves his sword. He's like, well, if we head quick now, it looks like they got stumpy legs. So if we can get to the town quickly.
Yes, you can all use my building to
That's
rest.
Compromised.
Yeah, let's. How about we?
Fortify bits, get people on watches.
How about we go to the circus, to the camp?
That's also been
That's all
compromised.
been compromised.
This is exactly my concern. I fear that no matter where we find shelter, that they could pop up anywhere at any time.
Get everyone on a boat, sail out till morning.
That I agree with.
But what about everybody else in the town?
Yeah.
We'll have a militia being formed as we speak. I know a number of the people there were already trained and ready to respond to any issues, although not this.
If we fortify the holes that they've already come up through.
What about? I don't. I'm sorry. Just one second.
Sorry. Go on.
I was just going to say, what if we go to the docks They come out of the ground. There is no ground.
I believe I did tell the circus folk to fortify the docks and gather people there.
Yeah, you did
So that
tell them to
should be
move to
underway.
like looser ground. Yeah.
Very smart.
Yeah, but I believe
And people and
the acrobat obviously was going to get more people.
And what was that big ship at port? You could cram a lot. It's not going to be comfortable, but you could cram a lot of people in there. Just for a night.
Don't know. Probably one of the merchants or something.
Outer waters, yeah.
We'll have to get back before we can figure anything else out. So.
I assume the large boat is not mine.
No.
No.
You were unceremoniously.
Give it a few hours. I'll talk him out of it.
Oh, you came here by pirate.
I mean, to be fair, it could be your boat eventually if you were savvy enough with the words.
I won't lie. I've almost certainly spent some time like staring at the boat, thinking, I could.
Yeah. Yeah, a couple of crusty jugglers.
You could try.
Are you good at cards? Can you like get to the point where the person bets their boat?
How about we get back to the town and then figure out whether or not he can get a boat?
I assume we're talking and talking. I don't think we stopped.
But I think, given the fact that we also haven't divined which direction the town is.
Northwest, opposite to where we.
Well, which way did you go?
We went west.
We went southwest. But the problem is we don't know where that brought us out.
The
sunsetting. There's two sailors. Sunset, and we know which direction the town must be. Like
survival.
It's a survival check.
Assisting me, or am I assisting you?
I'll assist you.
Fuck survival. There it is. Oh fuck.
While you know this knowledge, being a seaman yourself, you can't looking at the sky. You in the panic, the pain, the pressure. You can't quite tell, and like you're trying to figure out. Well, we took a left and then a straight and then a right. So maybe the cave like became if that direction.
Fuck's sake, I've got navigation tools.
Not the cave. Like we know where the sun's setting. We know what direction the town is.
I've got navigation tools for water vehicles that would have a compass in it.
It's
a sextant. Probably a compass.
You went a compass.
Yeah.
Just head. Let's just head north and then move along the island. Find it.
Okay.
Yeah, just find shore.
Yeah.
You start making your way there. Is there anything people wish to do during this travel?
I'm going to be uttering words under my breath, praying to my God for forgiveness for all the violence.
Okay. Very good.
I ate some rations.
Roll for chomp. Just roll a d20.
Nom 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 nom.
I will be
in Soviet rations. They eat you. Like unfortunate with the roll, but it's fine. Carry on.
I'll be walking next to whoever seems most amenable. Probably Barnett, and just prattling on about. Well, of course, it wasn't for me to know that there was contention about the birthright of the man, but I show up, I put up my posters, and just within an hour or two, people are already sort of coming to me saying, "Are you true born? Are you of noble blood?" And you can deny it as much as you like. When a face this regal, and well, long story short, they did burn down a hospital, and yes, I did have to pay.
There's a pirate heading towards the Baron, not Baron. Baron Asterix is what I'm calling him.
Okay.
Like on the walk, he'd just be like, "So what deal did you make?"
Deal? Deal with whom?
The Lady Pirate. The Baroness Antoinette.
She captured you lot and you ended up bartering to get dropped off on the island. That's meta knowledge. I don't actually know that.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to turn to Dan here. I don't remember discussing this as part of my backstory. I'm sorry, mate.
I believe I sent it you, but I think it was. I think it was. One of them that got lost in the flood.
Yeah, we've bounced back and forth over my character a lot.
Because I think it was meant to be in the docket I sent you, but So essentially, Baroness Antoinette sees the ship that you were aboard, and she is the type of pirate that makes deals, and in exchange for not fucking you guys, considering she was there for the ship and the ship's contents, not the vessels. The deal was essentially, the basics are, you were to be dropped off at the nearest outpost, unharmed, and your belongings unfettered and untouched. And there was promise of, we will find you and we will have requests of you at a future date when we so want it. Whatever that may be. Yeah. It was left vague by purpose because her deals are always skewed in that way.
I'm going to ask you, because I don't think this was something that even came up. Did she leave me with any kind of token to say, that this is the debt to be paid?
There probably would have been a small bit of paper, but that would probably be with your main belongings in your tent, or unless it's something you would keep on your person, then you probably would have a small piece of paper with the signet of Antoinette.
Something like that. No, I sincerely think I've still got it on my person, so I will go digging it out of my waistcoat, and I'll take it halfway out and just. How did you know about the deals? You encountered her yourself, I suppose.
I don't know if I met her. I haven't met her personally, but her reputation precedes her. I just heard around town how you ended up here. And I was just curious what she gave you or what you gave her to get off that boat, get here.
All I did was offer favors in kind. There's things, being a traveling circus, that do afford one special privileges. There's a great deal of activity, a lot of large objects being moved, a lot of tents, a lot of people bustling around. I shan't lie to you, it wouldn't be the first time that I've been privy to smuggling operations, but I can't say as I'm overly a fan of participation, and it's not something that I actively engage in, but one does what one must, you understand?
You get a slap on the back and your honesty's appreciated, and he just walks off.
Fall very slightly forwards.
Yeah. And I just checked as well, Joel. Everything else was there apart from the bit about how you got to this fucking island. I literally did everything else about how you were going to be found, the intentions, future plans. I didn't put in the fucking message I sent to you how you got here. That is my bad.
And that's the bit you fed into the party last.
Yeah,
last
I did. I did. And the thing is, and the piss tech is, I thought he knew because I thought I'd sent it, so I didn't bother to tell him.
Were you expecting him to watch the episode?
No, I actually thought I'd sent it him because he's got an A4 page with everything on, and I thought I'd sent him. My bad. Either way,
I mean, little bit of meta knowledge here. I am here for world building purposes mostly, not so much combat, as you may have already guessed.
So what you're saying is that we're not allowed to kidnap you.
I'm not saying you're not allowed to. That's up to Dan.
You can try. You can try, but he's a slippery bugger.
The route back when this conversation's happened, because I want to try and listen in as much as I possibly can. If that's okay.
Yeah.
My role was for overhearing as well.
I would say the way our dear ringmaster speaks is not one of subtlety. Whether that is by choice because he wants to be heard by everybody, or just by the inability to. Whether you hear Josiah or not is one thing, but you will definitely hear half the conversation at a minimum.
wasn't trying to hide it, and he's
Yeah.
not exactly the quietest of people, so he wasn't trying to.
I would say realistically, no perception rolls are needed because they're not trying to hide it in any way, and they are relatively low people.
But I will kind of step back a little bit and catch McKenna's eye to get her to step in line with me and try and quietly have a conversation very quickly. How did you get captured? What happened?
Ash, you got free
entirely
reign.
I don't entirely remember all of the details. I just I saw the circus in town, and one of the few tricks I've learned is I was hoping at the very least they might have better drink there than at the local tavern. Went in, was having a little bit of a conversation, and then suddenly, I don't know, we were just bound. It was dwarves or whatever had grabbed us, I think.
And it was very precise too, like, and similar for the party that saw in the tavern. They knew who they wanted, and they got very specific people, and you happened to be one of them for reasons fuck knows. As you saw, there was out of the entire town, there was 3 people taken.
And do you feel one other Zanzi, the pain? You feel okay?
It still smarts a little bit. I could probably go another round or 2, but
I have much to tell you, but later.
Oh, have we missed anything? Or
So much. Later.
yeah, keep me informed. Probably when I've got a little bit less of a ring headache, but
You guys press on for what seems... Oh, do you wish to carry on?
No, it's literally that. She'll give a kind of like a little grin and then turns around. Is it obvious that Wade is listening?
Probably. Probably.
No. Can I do? Is it a stealth or deception? Pretend I'm not.
Stealth, deception, or performance. I will allow you to choose.
Where's my performance?
Because all 3, I would say, are applicable to a various degree. That is survival.
Shit.
That is not one of the 3. Okay.
The 4th option.
I say, do I start? Okay. Before he did that, would I have kind of caught him watching them beforehand?
With the 23, probably not.
Well, it was more like before she kind of turned to catch. Because if I'd have spotted him doing that before, I would have provided assistance for him trying to hide.
Yeah, I would say you probably didn't even notice that he was doing it. He's keeping his eyes firmly focused forward, and but what he's done is he's dropped back in the walk order just so he's a little closer, he's a little better in earshot. And I would say he's probably not perfect, but you probably hear tidbits here and there of the conversation. Feel free to pluck like 1 or 2 keywords here and there, but as you continue making your way forward, pressing forward, the sun begins to descend, and it becomes late afternoon from the midday that you guys left, I believe it was, a morning stroke midday. And you can hear some commotion coming from ahead, and the barkeep will eventually wonder, it shouldn't be too far now, I recognize some of these places. Looking at some of the small points of potential interest, like that he's recognizing. And
what state is our dwarven friend in?
He's still firmly unconscious. Who's carrying him, by the way?
There's the barkeep, you said.
Right, the barkeep is... Yes, you're right. I forgot, my bad. But no, he's still firmly unconscious, and he's currently, like, fireman's carry over the shoulder. And he's starting to struggle a little bit with him, because it's a bit of an effort for him, because he's not the super fittest and strongest, but he's pushing through because he wants to get home. And you'll hear some commotion ahead, and people are like cautiously like stop, and you can hear like a bit of shouting and a bit of commotion. It's getting louder, but it sounds different. It doesn't sound like the dwarves from before. It's a different kind of shouting and commotion, and it's coming towards you, and you can hear a couple of odd voices saying, Which way? They must be over here. We must find them quickly. Find the footprints. And you hear shouting as you guys do you stop?
Try and intercept. Have they sent out search party? Is what I'm thinking. I do say that out loud to the group. Have they? It could be a search party.
Do I recognise any of the voices?
Make a history check. At this distance, it's the voices are a little indistinct, but there's some familiarity in general, but nothing that like, oh, that's fucking Dave, the fisherman.
Well, yeah, I guess I'm more like this is the militia of the town, as opposed there are cops arriving on the island.
There is some familiarity to it, although you can't pinpoint it.
Okay.
But as you guys cautiously push forward in an attempt to intercept, pushing through the brush, you can see a couple of people with slightly worn down but short bows and some like hodgepodge leather armor. There! And you'll see a couple of them point towards you. And followed not far behind is the same acrobat that come and grabbed you all. And she's like, well, that's them, yeah. Quickly. And she'll push them, like, and then you can see there's a few other people, like, shouts coming behind, and she'll shout behind, and they'll come rushing over towards you. Is this all of you?
I would definitely step forward at this point and yell, Priscilla, my dear, is that you?
Oh, Kevin, I'm so glad you made it. And she'll come running over and just like she'll put her hand on yours that's like grasped onto the the cane, and just kind of hold your hand and just put the other arm around you.
Stage name, please, in front of the people. Yeah.
I was just about to say.
Yeah.
Oh,
hello, Kevin.
I'm sorry. Baron Kennedy, helpful to you. Oh, good to see you here.
It's done.
Baron is a part of the nom de guerre and not an actual claim to royal status.
Yeah.
Yes.
My dear Priscilla.
There's a slight look of, you can't quite tell what it is, but there's an elation. And then as she grabs like hand on hand and hand around the back, and as she lets go, there's like you watch as the gleeful joy and like elation, like it does mute a little bit. It's probably like just like, the adrenaline just wearing off a little bit. I'm so... and you all came back too. It looks like, I sent these people out to look for you when the dwarves came, and I went and found the militia, and the militia will come running over and be like, is there any more of you? Is everyone here? And there's kind of like a cacophony of voices being shouted at you at this point.
All that, and we also got a prisoner too.
Right. Hand him here. Where's Stooge? Grab him, he'll carry him. And then Priscilla knows you've now... Because I don't believe she said her name before, but obviously it's
now been named.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you all deeply for going and saving the Baron.
We know it's Kevin now. Like...
Kev.
Yeah, Kev.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, I really would prefer, at the very, very least, Kennedy.
Whatever you say, Kev.
Yes, Kev.
Of course.
And she'll kind of just whisper into your ear, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you that.
No, I understand. You're very pleased to see me. It has been quite the busy day, as you can tell.
No, please, well, let's get you all back to town. I'm sure you could all use a drink. We've managed to do a few things and get everything in order. So I think let's get you home. And some of you, I don't mean to be rude, but some of you look pretty fucked up. Let's get you looked to.
Language.
It's common.
That was... Yeah. Just beat me to it, Danny. You just beat me to it.
Well, I went to say English and then I had to stop myself because it's not right.
Again.
Because when people say that to me in real life, my response is English. Well, let's get you home. Let's get you looked at. Thank you. We will repay you for bringing back Kennedy.
Big Kev, yeah.
Kev, yeah.
Big
I
Kev.
wince every goddamn time.
Right. And you will now essentially have like a guided escort back. Like, so you don't have to like kind of wander north and like, oh shit, we overshot, we've got to go west. Oh shit, we overshot, we've got to go back north again. You will have
if we overshot going north, we found out pretty quickly because we'd all be soaked.
Yeah, I'd just be in the sea.
Look,
why are my feet wet?
Look,
Oh.
I know the intelligence of some of these party members, it wouldn't surprise me. Just keep swimming. But eventually you'll be guided back, and you'll notice that the circus tent has been promptly moved. Instead of being by, just for the sake of on this map, you see this like little paddock here. It's now just north of the market stall here, by this little dune. Because you'll notice a lot of the sand banks, they've been made into like these... The only way I could describe it is like flood barriers. Like they've made like dunes with the sand and compacted it. So there is like a bit of a ridge to actually get to the water's edge in and around the town itself. That was there days ago, like years ago and stuff. So that's not a new thing. But the tent's been moved and you can see a lot of the militia is now on the outskirts of the town. And there's some patrolling through looking for any more arrivals. And
have they done a decent job of setup in the absence of my essential supervision?
Well, I helped as much as I can, but unfortunately, Clad and Pill, they were a little flat-footed with putting some of the supplies elsewhere, but I managed to get them all in order as much as I can. I mean, and given how all of you are in a state, I think probably we could all do with some light entertainment, right? Calm the nerves and get you some drinks. The least we can do to thank you all for bringing him home.
If the perimeter's secure, I could use some rest.
Yeah, I could get my head down.
The militiamen will speak up and, yeah, we've got everything secure. The only problem is we can't guarantee if they'll burrow under again, but as far as we're aware, it's safe.
That's why we were thinking about that big old ship. You can fit a lot of people in there.
Yeah, you're right. And we asked 4 fucking times. But the Saft...
do you ask or do you do? Like...
Oh no, we asked. But the Tidars bastard wouldn't even let us on board after the first time. He's dropped the plank and he's unmoored himself. He's now just floating about 20 foot or so from the dock edge, fearing people will jump on.
I could go and persuade him.
You're more than welcome to. You are more than welcome to, because we very, very, very kindly asked him. And then Priscilla will go, asked is one word of it.
Insight.
Yeah, go for it.
Did he try to steal the ship?
No, I think he tried to... No, I think there's technically steal under the term commandeer by the sound of it.
He definitely very, very nicely asked to borrow his ship for an extended period of time that was to be done right away at the earliest convenience. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Josiah puts a thumbs up.
How about we have those drinks, as you suggested? I think maybe sit down, some chatting would be a good idea.
Well,
it's been a long day.
I know we haven't needed it for a short while because we have medical supplies with us and splints and bandages and things like that because, unfortunately, some of our folks are slightly accident prone, so we have things to cover your wounds and make sure they don't get infected.
It's the least we can offer you after, well, giving me my life back. I can't say as I'd have finished today breathing and with all of my blood my own.
And she'll kind of put
course, you're all welcome to attend the show once we've finalized the new setup and I've had a chance to review everything.
She'll put a hand on his shoulder and just be like, definitely, without him, we are sorely amiss. He's important to us all.
They wouldn't have killed you they would have kept you down there until daylight was a memory, and weren't you until your muscles felt like they were burning.
Sir, I am already very grateful for you. You need not paint a more horrific picture.
How do you know that?
It
He
sounds
doesn't.
like
He just made it up.
I mean, he made an educated guess of they've taken him alive and they're taking him underground. Like, you don't.
Josiah, I do have to thank you. You all wanted entertainment, right? Good. Walk over to Dax.
Oh yeah.
And slap him across the face.
Can you make a con save?
That is entertaining.
Dax, make a con save, please. That is a success. You still feel the stinging sensation of the slap, but you do not take the thunderous 1 point.
Oh yeah, it was more to draw the attention.
I mean, it is still a thunder clap. It just doesn't actually do thunder damage.
Yeah.
Thunderstruck.
Yeah,
You know
and then
that's
I
assault,
just
right?
and then I just go off on him for being racist against dwarves. Like everything I can, just rattle down everything.
Yeah, the comments from the bar scene.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Right,
Well, they are
okay.
bloody dirty doors.
Oh my god.
I'd walk away from this. Find somewhere where I can sit down and have a drink.
Oh no,
I keep watch, make sure it doesn't escalate to something serious.
Okay.
Can I ask, does that maybe we introduce ourselves? Because I only know the name of 3 of you so far. What would be your name? And I'll kind of like point towards the woman that's currently kicking off at Dan, who I don't know his name's Dan. But I'll be like, what's your name? Michael.
I turn to you, and then look over towards the person who I'm very suspicious about hearing names, and you may call me Kayla.
It is nice to meet you, Kayla. And you, sir? Looking at the one who's just had his face slapped.
The racist twat.
The name's Dax, like those little taken back at the minute and days still.
Excellent.
Who's the rabbit guy?
My name is Barnett.
And yourself? I'll look towards full plate armor. Well, scale armor, I think. The one who keeps screaming about a silver lady.
I am known as Vlad. It's a pleasure to meet you all.
Yes, you all. I am Naivara Cience, but you can call me Naya. It is easiest.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will motion over to the next person, which I assume is either Wade, Josiah, or McKenna, because they've not spoken.
Yeah. Just as a quick thing as well, Dax, do you respond in any way to being slapped the shit out of and then gone off on? Just as
so
a,
what were you do?
Just as a thing.
Like, what have you done to them bloody dwarves then?
Fight them, certainly, but you're throwing a lot of things under the all dwarves with that comment.
Really?
Did you say all humans or something? All elves?
I do what I need to do.
I'm certainly not one to encourage discrimination, but it certainly does feel like a few harsh words on the subject of dwarves is certainly merited this evening.
I mean,
Oh, really?
Or dwarves? Or do you just mean those fuckers that come out the ground?
Language.
Yeah, not all dwarves.
Oh,
just
certainly.
them specific ones that attacked us.
Might
Maybe-
need to be more clarifying with the words next time.
We were in the heat of battle. I mean, could he say, you dirty dwarves, but excluding the dwarves that aren't here, that aren't the ones attacking us?
Well, you know, potentially make
animals being specifically dwarven folk, he just said something like, "Oi, you fucker! I don't know. You didn't have to make it about race at the end of the day."
I mean,
This is-
how many of you been in battle before? Anything goes in battle. Sand in the face, hair pulling, stabbing.
Which is why I waited till
So I'm
after the fight.
McKenna Celios.
Thank you.
Lovely bunch. Charmed.
Sorry, McKenna is my companion. We are.
Oh, this is the blonde you were looking for.
It is. Hello. Yes, this is who I was looking for. So how advantageous. McKenna, this is, and I'll motion towards Wade, who's please jump in.
Wade Morris gives a polite wave.
And his colleague, Josiah Blacksoul, seafarer extraordinaire.
Sure. And liar.
So do you sailboats often? You two travel together, or
New acquaintances.
Working on a project together.
Project does sound most interesting indeed.
okay, so a bit like us then.
Yes,
Hunting treasure, I believe.
Well, I believe you have been together for about a month, am I right? Or a few weeks, based on your camaraderie.
Just over a month, I believe. Hard to keep track.
Yeah. We haven't been counting the days. Time flies when you're having fun.
Mm-hmm.
On that note, you may continue in a moment, but you do eventually make it back into the town proper, and will eventually start making your way towards the large circus tent, which has now since been relocated to the dunes, as I've explained. You guys get yourselves inside, and some minor wound patching can be done. Probably not too well. Everything's bandaged up, ready to heal overnight, sort of thing. And you guys can continue talking as a couple of the clowns from the circus, in full get-up, mind you, perform some doctorate healing on you.
The moment I cross the threshold of the tent. No, you are going to kill somebody with this setup. Galoot, did you tie this rigging yourself? I have told you you're never to touch a rope again in your entire life. I will flay you within an inch of your skin. And just immediately march off and start giving orders as much
like
as I possibly
full-on
can.
army drill sergeant, just go off.
Where was that ferocity in the fight?
And Priscilla will come with me, and while Kennedy looks after the tent, I'm sure Claude and Pill will be more than happy to patch you up. And as I said, the aforementioned two clones in the full array that they are. So, Pill, Claude, will you please look after these? They've gotten mighty hurt bringing back Kennedy. Yeah, sure. Sit down, we'll be with you in a sec. I'll just grab some stuff. Ooh, that's a nasty one.
So,
yeah.
yeah. What's...
I was
So
just
does
making
it-
sure everyone had introduced themselves, or just counting the group.
I think so. Glad Dax, Bonnet, Kayla. Yeah, I think everybody
So,
introduced themselves.
the one clown, like, as he's just kind of like wrapping a bandage around Barney. So, where'd you find him then, huh? The gaffer.
We heard him before we found him in a cave.
We followed the incessant noise and he was there.
Nice. And all this came from the cave?
No, some of these wounds came from the inn before we got to the cave.
Oh, right. Eesh. And he'll come over to you, Kayla, as you're talking, and kind of just like turn the hand over and like look at like one of the cuts. Well, that's infected. I think I got something for that. And like he's just kind of gauging the. He's just being, like the nosy doctor that makes small talk, like a hairdresser or something would.
I look at my hand, and he's kind of looking at like, it's like looking at like the tiniest like little paper cut that's got like a massive yellow bruise around it.
Yeah, the wound itself isn't that bad. It's the causation. Yeah,
it's the appearance around it that looks bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's not incapable. He's no like superior surgeon or anything like that. But he seems to know his way around like treating the various things. He's got some like wax, like beeswax that he uses to like staunch cuts and stop them bleeding, and then wraps like a small bit of fabric around that. And he's got various other little liquids and things like that, probably, and so you can smell like some of it's like pure alcohol and stuff to like disinfect anything that looks nasty. Beeswax, bandage.
I'm insighting to actually how clever he is. Given the last report I heard, is these two apparently fucked up with building the tent.
Actually, you heard that was Galoot.
No, you said these two.
Oh no, these two were helping move everything over.
Yeah, and
but,
they got stuff missing.
Yeah, that's true. roll. We'll see how well he does. Oh wow. He's fucking on it tonight. You know what? Heat of the moment. It was a mistake. He's on it right fucking now. He seems to know what he's talking about.
Okay.
I think that's roundabout now. You're going to hear a loud scream off in the distance.
Oh no.
Good scream, bad scream.
Your scream, I scream, who scream?
Me scream.
Oh no. What have you done? And
I go take a look.
And you'll hear as, like, you stop spanning. Oh god, what's happened now? And like, so you and the clone Wade both start heading over, and what do we see, fair fellow? Describe us the scene.
Upside down, suspended from a rope.
Oh fuck!
So a net underneath him.
That was Galoot, wasn't it? Who did it? And the clone will shout out, Galoot!
Of course it was Galoot. It's always Galoot. Whenever anything goes wrong with the rope in this building, it's always Galoot.
The
counterweight's over there. Could somebody please? I can hear my own heartbeat.
Yeah,
Clod. You take a day off, Big Kev. I mean, they're all being raided today.
Clod will look at you, Wade, and give me an hand with this, will you, please? And like, just he'll go and start like because there's a hook that's been like screwed into the ground and then like pinned in with the peen, and it's just getting it untied and like just get ready to hold the weight. Yeah.
Yep.
Make with advantage a strength check.
Oh fuck!
Really? I mean,
because essentially, as it's untied, you've got to catch the weight.
I mean, you could incorporate it into the act. You could incorporate Wade into the act, and you could do the Robin Hood thing of trying to cut the arrow with a rope cut the rope with an arrow.
That's why I asked if there's a net below him.
Cut the rope. I've only got so much in the budget. I'm still paying off a hospital.
Right. It's a success, but not a full success.
Mm-hmm.
You do.
He has a headache, but he's not dead.
You do stop Big Kev, as you're now calling him, from face planting the floor at great velocity, but it's going to be at the consequence of some goddamn rope burn. And unfortunately, for the trouble, you are going to take. Holy shit, that was rope burn!
You go unconscious from the rope burn.
I was expecting like a 2. Are you okay, Wade?
I take. Is that me taking the fall?
Yeah.
I am still up.
It's 4 burning damage as the rope, like you wrap it around your arms and like you feel as it all moves around, like round the bicep, round the elbow, round the forearm, and it just and you kind of grit your teeth and Clod's like fuck, and he's pulling with you and he's trying to help, but unfortunately, Big Kev is Big Kev, and it was a bit of a shock to the system because you was expecting a bit less of an oomph on the rope, but we're not going to say anything to Kev because that's going to hurt his feelings, okay? And you kind of grab it and you eventually stop it, and then you gently just lift it that extra half a foot. So then he like manages to push himself into the floor and then gets himself horizontal, and then the snare trap that was inadvertently made by probably Galoot at this point, we've established, is undone.
Oh, you owe me rum, by the way.
Yeah.
And just very, very wounded and in pain. Goes back to healer clown.
Did you say it was the healer clown with him? That's probably Claude.
Also, can you make a dex save, Wade?
Oh, me?
Me?
No, Wade.
Okay.
Okay. That's a success. As what it is, as he very carefully gets the rope, places the rope down off his ankle that it was just snared on, and he kind of just puts his hands like up in like a freeze moment, like, we're good? Are we good? Are we good? You just hear the rapid whirring of like rope as it's like, and you look up and you manage to sidestep it as one of the counterweights that was up there that was next to that one that was like it'd gone up like whereas the other one was down. You managed to see this sandbag coming and you managed to sidestep it. It goes poof.
Danny's actually trying to kill me.
Yeah, what's
You successfully dodge it though. As you just see this sandbag and you kind of just
with my 1 HP.
And like both you Claude and Big Kev now all kind of look at each other like, is there something else? You're like almost waiting for like the third part of something to go fucking wrong. Like you're all tensely waiting like, where is it? What the fuck's gonna happen next?
How about
Fuck
we
out.
get
Boy, get out here. You know ropes. Let's check all the rigging. Check all the knots are good.
Who are you talking to?
Boy.
Who's boy?
You.
You. You fucking calling me boy? Like,
yeah.
Alex worth his salt would have handled those ropes. Now you're calling me out to do your dirty work. I'll do it just to show you up.
I'd say I wouldn't send him out to go and do the rigging. He looks a little ill at the moment.
So am I.
Yeah, I'm on 8 out of 13. I'm not too bad.
I'm literally on 1 HP now.
And you all take a moment and you all stop and you wait and he's like, and Claude will go, I think we're okay. You need looking at again. Wait.
I will sort of say, I don't suppose any of you are looking for a more sustainable job at all, are you? Other than this life of adventure. I can promise you risk to life and limb, but the treasures aren't quite so dramatic.
Sustainable in this death trap.
It would be perfectly fine had
there's no
been
performance
properly and nobody had let damn Galoot deal with the
And
ropes.
it's about this that Galoot will come walking over just like, and you'll hear like he's got slight like every step he makes a small noise like sorry, sorry.
Right in the gut.
That's gonna hit him. I'm sorry. Yeah.
You know that class as assault, right?
Oh, you fucker.
Within this canvas, that's counted as discipline. Galoot, take that as a lesson to learn how to tie a damn knot for once in your damn life.
Right.
Will you kindly go and fetch some form of skin cream, something to treat a rope burn? I'm sure you're familiar with where to find the jar.
Yes, I'll go get it now. And then as he walks off, just...
I'd fire him if he weren't such a fantastic clown.
Don't have him doing the ropes.
I need
Put
a
him
ring
on
master. Somebody has to be in
food
charge around
or
here.
something.
If I'm being honest, it seems like you're working too hard.
Find him a job where he's incapable of risking anyone's Safety is the trick.
As I say, are you trying to create a union here or something?
No, but what bloody performance is going to be here? And he's getting them to do all like pretend like they're
Tomorrow,
clowns.
once I've got everything set up, perhaps I can show you what kind of performers I've got here. Trust me, when it comes to performance, they are peerless. Certainly, I've never found anybody their rival.
I'm not doubting that, but you're in an island on the arse end of nowhere, and you're acting like you're still a circus at the minute.
We are a circus. Tent, clowns, acrobats. So I can show you some of the beasts if you like.
A circusy civilization, I would argue.
And there's a pub.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a point. There's a pub, there's civilization.
Just
there is civilization, right? That's how these things take.
Yeah, he's kind of got a point there. Okay.
I don't mean to step in here as well. Would you say that this is not a circus, but isn't a circus part of entertainment, on which we have been promised some entertainment and some booze and rest before everybody drops dead, maybe?
Yes, well, I'll make sure that there's no more excitement for tonight. I'll make sure everyone's shipshape.
I keep asking
only the finest
but no one's answering.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Go on.
I keep asking about rum, but no one's answering my question. Is there rum?
Well, Priscilla will have pulled from like behind her back. Well, I did say I would promise. I said I would get you all drinks, and well, given who you are, I think you might want that to yourself. And she will hand you a small bottle of it's a dark brown glass. I borrowed it from.
Spiced.
I don't believe so, but I'm sure I could add something to make it a bit more your flavor.
Oh, I would actually have some stuff. If you've got some basic ingredients, I've got at least some proficiency with this.
Certainly.
I just imagine the two pirates look at the dark rum and go.
And she'll kind of
pirates.
And Priscilla will kind of cock her head at you.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't believe we've met. Please come with me. And she'll kind of like put her hand around McKenna's, like go and show her where the stuff is, sort of thing.
All right, I'm gonna go bartend, guys. Back in a minute.
Yeah. Did they find you as well at the wherever they were going?
Oh yeah, I'm traveling with a couple of them.
Oh well, that's pretty good then that they found you. But yeah, if you want to use any of the spices, the seasonings or anything like that, there's a few drawers here and here, and she'll kind of open them up for you so you can see. There's a few different things inside. It's not the most, but it should make at least something interesting if you know your way around them.
All right. Using my own supplies as well, can I make just a couple of cocktails?
Make a mixologist check, which for the sake of, we'll do.
Do you want dex? Do you want charisma? Do you want wisdom?
We Arcana, right?
No, I've got burst supplies.
Intelligence.
It's going to be either intelligence or dex, yeah.
You've got brewer's supplies. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she come prepared.
Full proficiency.
No, McKenna come.
Sailor's new best friend.
McKenna come to play, man. And like Priscilla just kind of watches you as you just go about this, and you get like the small tin cup, and you get like one of the small like stirrers, and you do all the bit. And man, hang on just a minute, and she'll disappear as you just carry on, and she'll come back with a different bottle that was given to Josiah, and she'll hand you. And this one's in a red glass bottle. Here, if you know your way around drinks just as well as you've shown, I think this might just do the trick. And she'll uncork and just thunk. And you can just smell that there is like a very sweet floral and like very like cinnamony smell coming from the bottle. This has been something that I've been keeping secret, and between you and me, and she'll kind of like half turn away from the ringmaster. Even our dear Kevin doesn't know about this.
Okay.
Keep this between us, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Will do.
Don't use it all at once, Annie. And she'll hand it you, and then she'll kind of just like purposely like position turn you like so your back's to him, so he can't see it.
Mm.
She kind of just gives you like a small wink, like a knowing nod, and just give a pat on the shoulder and leave you to it. Just for the sake of, you have just a red bottle of wine for now.
All right. Wait, I'm still gonna make just a round of drinks for
Oh,
anyone
100%.
who wants.
And with that
Oh, yeah.
21, they are pretty damn good. Because that's the drinks you made, not incorporating that. But she obviously she stuffed the cork back in and handed you. She's given you that bottle.
Yeah.
And she'll head
Just
back
gonna
to the
make
main
just
group.
one drink out of that one, and then just save the rest, just so she can get a taste for it.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. And it hits different, like, compared to the normal drinks. Like, that shit's fucking lovely. And it almost, like, the taste almost seems to evolve. Like, just as you imagine when you're sipping it, like, probably should have added this instead, like, to balance the flavors. It changes on the fly as you're drinking it. It's like an alcoholic drink that seems to change with what you're picturing in your mind, flavor balance-wise. It seems to change for you. Not bad.
Okay.
So yeah, you have some magic flavor changing wine.
That is fitting considering. And yeah, the drinks she makes for anyone who wants them are to keep her own theming. They are literally chromatic infusions. Like they've got like she's got a few fireballs in there, and then she's got like twists on those as well. So it's like this one's got like a little bit of a punchy aftertaste. This one's got like some sour to it. This one's got some heat to it.
And on that note, as you all begin to have a rest, as it were, given we are past the magical time of 10 o'clock, I think we will call it there for the evening.
Rather glad about that. My other half is
Glaring at you.
going to be going to bed shortly, so
That is absolutely fine, dude. I appreciate you stopping by, Joel, and thank you, dude.
Oh, it's a pleasure to game with you as well this evening. Thank you very much.
Just as an FYI, the next proper session, if assuming weeks weren't fucked up, should have been the 4th. But that is currently unavailable. And if I remember right, Michael, we agreed to do the 11th, didn't we?
Yeah. We can't do the 11th.
Why?
It's your games now. Day at church.
You're right. Shit.
I think it was 18th and then 25th.
I thought it was 18th.
I can't do the 18th.
Well, you can't do the.
It's going to be the 25th. I apologize immensely because I know players really enjoy this session, but Joel, just as an FYI, if you are available, I would love to have you back.
I should be available in the evening. I've got a busy day, but I will be available in the evening.
That is absolutely perfect, dude, because, yeah, apologies because, you know, shit is just landing on Saturdays and won't go away, but it is okay. And then hopefully after the 25th, everything should be back to an equilibrium. We should be bang on track. Assuming things don't change.
It better be.
Yeah, we'll have to switch to Fridays. Just saying.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You better stop going out for milk and not coming back. It's got to stop.
So, am I still to assume, Danny, we're going to go the 25th, then the 4th, then we'll be back on the original schedule?
Yeah, that should be the case. So, just as a FYI, so yeah, we'll be doing the 25th of February. And then the 4th, because then that's back to our normal, actual, every other Saturday, like normal.
Yeah.
Assuming we don't have any other major upheavals, which I hope to fucking God not, and I will try my hardest to make sure that doesn't happen.
So, to make up for it, we're getting two on the bounce next time, and then...
In 3 weeks? Sorry. But no, Joel, I will gladly see you then, but I will also be seeing you tomorrow as well.
Yes, you will.
Yes. I did suggest some of these to sign up as well, but they forgot. But for those that are watching on YouTube, I will end the recording there, and I thank you all for watching. Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Good night.